for Fun TV. Today is Sunday, January 7, 2018. It's our first stream in 2018, and we are broadcasting to you live from the Greater Toronto area of Ontario, Canada. And I hope you all had a wonderful holiday and Happy New Year. And to kickstart our new year, we'd like to wish you all a healthy, happy, and prosperous 2018. And seeing that it's winter here in Canada, we definitely had a white holiday or a white Christmas here. We are reaching really cold temperatures like a minus 25 and up. Super cold for the dog that he doesn't want to go out. And we'd like to warm things up by making a couple of spicy hot items today. We will be featuring the making of chili oil with some Szechuan peppercorns, and that'll be fun as it's infused with a lot of aromatic herbs and spices. Also, we are making Scotch Bonnet Pickles. So let's get started. I have to admit, I haven't been up too long ago, so I'm going to grab my drink. And yesterday for dinner, we cooked pad thai, which are stir-fried noodles that are very popular in Thailand. And they're made with rice noodles that are flat, and it's got three major flavors involved: sweet, salty, and sour. And the sweet is from sugar. We use coconut sugar. The salty is from fish sauce, which is fermented anchovy, kind of like Worcestershire sauce, except it's not sour. It's more on just a salty. Not too different from soy sauce. And there is tamarind. So tamarind is very sticky like raisin, but it's got a soury tart taste, kind of like grapefruit, but just it's a thick paste. And we made the pad thai noodles, and that included bean sprouts, some mushroom, onions, tofu, and shrimp. And my husband said that's one of the best he's ever had. He said it was just like eating at a restaurant. So anyway, on the topic of pad thai and the tamarind spice, I actually have here. So the drink I'm making to enjoy during the show is a tamarind soda. And I'm using, so we actually bought actual tamarind paste, and it comes in this big, I guess, block or a brick. It's got the fruit, including all of the seeds and the shells, and according to kitchen.com, kitchen spelled without a E, the way to use tamarind paste from fresh is to first soak them in hot water, loosen up the paste, and then strain the liquid so that you don't get any of the shells and the hulls. So, you don't have a really super close view, but I did that, but I believe I still have a lot of flavor left over from the tamarind paste. So I added some hot water to it just to get the last flavor out of these shells, I guess, these tamarind seed shells, and we're going to strain it. I actually added some coconut water. I tried making this drink yesterday. I felt there's still more of that tamarind fruit stuck to the shells that I wanted to get every last bit, as it's something I don't have often, tamarind, and it's special. I don't want to throw out the shells if they still have flavor stuck to them. So thought I'd try straining the flavor out again. And yesterday I added coconut water. It had a bit of coconut pieces in it. I thought that might tastes good. So yeah, I'm just straining the tamarind shells out, and yep, okay, so I've done that. And I should just do this, okay. And I'm left with this light brown, watered down juice. And you can hear that. This is our Soda Stream water. My husband really, really likes carbonated water. Yeah. He drinks lots of Perrier, so we thought this is handy to make your own Perrier. Okay, so I'm just going to have the tamarind soda, and we're going to begin our stream. Okay. We're going to start by simmering the oil that infused with some aromas. The chili is the last part, because the chili and the oil together are going to release lots of fumes. I think they could be toxic. I have found that when I've heated up chili oil, the chili aromas really, really irritate like the throat. Like you feel almost like when something is smoking, you want to cough. It really does that. And the last time I made it a year ago, I remember we opened all the windows, so I'm going to be very mindful of making sure that part is done last, and having the fan on. And yeah, if the fumes get strong, I might even put the entire jar of chili oil outdoors to cool down, although that's not really, yeah, I don't know, or just move it away. Okay, so let's get our measuring cup. I posted the recipe for this, and the recipe calls for 1.5 quarts, which is 1.4 liters. In Canada, we use liters. A lot of recipes are American, so we have to convert over to our metric system. And so 1.4 liters, that we've done that in the past, made lots of chili oil. 1.4 liters is a lot. And I'm going to this time just make 1.5 cups. I just want to fill this old jar that we finished. So we had chili oil in here. You can see it's finished. I'm not even going to bother washing it. I'm going to add more oil to this, and that way we can make it again fresh once we run out. It actually takes a long time. It takes about a year to use up all that. Good morning. How are you, Death Eater? How are your holidays? You popped in for a bit in the last stream. Thank you so much for that. And you're probably one of our longest supporting viewers. I remember meeting you last year, so 2016 Christmas Day, and you were probably my only viewer that was interacting in the chat. So it's been a really, really fun journey together, and hope to continue many more. It is very, very cold too in Markham, Ontario, where we're streaming from. It's been reaching minus 25 Celsius. I don't know the conversion, but I can tell you that any food that we put in our garage or out on our porch, which is actually, our porch is in between double doors. We actually have a storm door, so anything we put in the storm door area gets frozen. I've had like jars and containers of broth and other foods, just put them out in the garage, or which is covered too, and everything freezes. In fact, Winston's chicken hearts, which we bought yesterday, I put them in a Ziploc bag that seals, and I spread them out evenly just so that they're not sticking together, and I put them in the garage, and they're frozen. We have a free freezer now, but it just sort of means it's super cold outside. And the funny thing is that it's actually very, very sunny. It's not sunny yet. I think in a couple hours it will get so sunny that Winston will be sunbathing by the window or on the couch. And he doesn't realize that it's actually super cold outside, so he'll start pawing on the backyard door to go out. And once we open the door, he feels the cold and he sort of turns around. He doesn't like wearing his boots or his sweater, but we make him wear it because he just ends up turning right around. Like he'll go pee and then he'll turn around, but he won't do the other thing because it's just too cold. So we have to put the boots and sweater on him. Good morning, Elo Kara. How are you? You're having snowstorm here too, and you're in Sweden. Wow. And is it nice? Like, is it looking very nice and snowy outside, or are you getting a lot of like slushy snow on the roads and any walkways, or are you getting slippery ice? Yeah, it's been cold for a lot of viewers. Even our viewer from Russia mentioned that they wear snow cleats, which we don't have, so it doesn't get that cold. Here, I think it's very, very cold. I can't imagine it being even colder, but there are places that are just super, super cold. And every winter, I always have a friend say, like, why did people settle here? It's just so cold. It doesn't really promote life here. Only select animals can survive this climate. We're just artificially surviving by the clothing, all the layers that we're wearing, and all the heating that we're supplying our homes with. Oh, it's -5. Okay, that's super warm for Jay. That's not bad. That's not bad. A -5. Yeah. I think that's cold for Death Vader in North Carolina. Our dogs don't care that it's cold. They still love to go outside. We do see some dogs. We see huskies, like the bigger dogs. They don't seem to mind. They do well. They're wearing lots of fur on them. It's colder here than it is in Alaska. Wow. Yeah, I often watch a lot of those house hunting shows on TV, and they feature programs in Alaska, and it always looks so nice and like spring weather over there. It's not what you would think because it's near where Santa Claus lives, that it's all snowy. 4 Fahrenheit here in North Carolina. That sounds really, really cold because room temperature is in the 60s. Yeah, that sounds really, really cold. Huskies love the cold. Oh, they have problems in the summer with the heat. Yeah. Yeah, huskies are so cute. What was I going to do? Okay, so I was going to get a measuring cup. Oh, -15. That is really cold. Wow. I wouldn't have thought that North Carolina got that cold. -15 is already very cold. Yes, wow. Like that type of cold is what I think should be the max. The winter coat or parka industry is a big one in Canada, and there's a famous brand called Canada Goose, and it's sort of like the brand that people like to be sporting in the winter. It's very, very expensive, and I don't have one. I have another brand that sort of replicates Canada Goose. Canada Goose, all their coats are stuffed with lots of goose feathers, and they're rated for a certain climate. I think, so I have this other brand called, it's called SEC. Oh, I can't remember. Okay. It'll come to my mind. I should know this because yeah, I should know it. But the one I have is rated for like minus 40 degrees. It's even warmer than a Canada Goose, and it has like all these things to keep you warm. Like you can zip all the way up to your face, and um, inside the coat, the lining has this waist strap that you can snap first before you zip up your coat, and that's supposed to block the wind from blowing up your coat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I think there's other brands that have made its way, like Moose Knuckles, and I don't know. Yeah, it's really really cold. And I had this conversation last year too, and got some brands from other viewers as to what's commonly worn to keep them warm, because not a lot of coats are warm enough for really, really extreme cold weather. Am I drinking? This will be used for our chili oil, and I'm going to measure 1.5 cups of it for our chili oil recipe today. Yeah, how's it going? Good morning. I answered your question before saying hi to you. Hope you're doing well. Username. And how's the weather where you are? Yeah. Yep. Okay. And you come on, not all the time. I think I know where you're from, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. I've been caught in the last few streams guessing the wrong place where people are from. I think I know, though. Yeah, it's in Europe, but Europe's really, really huge. Yeah, yeah, and you go by username, not can't find a good username because it's just shorter. Yeah, I think it's Norway. But don't get mad if I have it wrong. I wish I could put a flag. I manually put a flag beside your names. Yeah. You shattered your all-time low for the day. Oh, definitely for the day. Oh. Okay. I laugh like a maniac when I hear somebody call them Canada geese. Oh, how come? Yeah. Oh, speaking of geese, we actually had I think in November, we had a lot of geese. I think I counted almost 30 geese just outside my window. Yeah, we have a park I'm not good with explaining this, like the dimensions, but I would guess that our backyard is around like 20 meters from our backyard door. There's a fence, so maybe a bit bigger than that, 30 by 30 meters. And then on the other side of the fence is a park, and we saw lots of geese there. They were all feeding and eating their worms, I guess, in grass. And do they eat worms? I know they eat grass because they go to the washroom on the sidewalk and you can see grass. So I know they eat grass. Yeah, and it was quite nice. Yeah, a lot of geese out there. And I even took a video of some of the geese, and they started walking to the side of, like, to the other side of the park, on the other side of the house, and they were very orderly. There were so many of them. The last 2 winters we had up to minus 30. That's what we're kind of getting right now in Canada. For short periods and a lot of ice. This year it's mainly lots of snow and wind, which is kind of nice. The wind, though, could really hurt your face. Chili oil. Yay. Yeah. I hope it turns out good. So this is our third time trying this recipe out. The first time it was awesome. Wow, the chili oil itself, like it turned very, very close to red, like a deep orangey, close to red color, and just a drop of it was explosive in your food. And the last batch we made last year, it didn't have that same level of spiciness. It was chili, but it wasn't like it wasn't like breathing fire type of chili. So we're not sure why. So this year we're committed to like a smaller jar. Let me show you some other bottles we have. Okay, so the first batch we made, we filled a lot. We even filled one of these. Like we filled so much because the recipe called for 1.4 liters of oil, and we still have a bit more of the oil in this jar. We kept all of the ground up chili flakes and seeds. And then we had like a lot of oil, so we put them in these like leftover oil bottles. So yeah, I think this time everything will fit in here. All the flakes and all the oil. So yeah, and then when we're done, we'll make a next set. Because I kind of wonder why the last batch wasn't as spicy. Oh, they're Canada geese, not Canadian geese. Oh, I didn't realize the difference. I guess they're called Canada geese, but I don't think it's incorrect to say Canadian geese. I guess, I don't know. If you don't know that they're called Canada geese, you might call them geese, and, well, their citizenship is Canadian. Yeah. Hey, Blue Bite, how's it going? Are you in Korea still? Are you almost finished? No, yeah, you should be because you're still in the middle of your year. Did you go? I think you went home. I think you went home for the holidays, if I remember correctly. Are you back in Germany, or are you in Korea now? And yeah, how was your holiday? Hey Mom, how can I go and find myself enjoying going to foreign places on my own? I feel like I sometimes just go somewhere and stay in my comfort zone when I find it. I'm going to visit Japan next month. I booked a flight today, but I feel like I'm going to rely on Japanese friends, maybe rather than going place on my own. How can I learn that power? So yesterday I was singing a karaoke at home. I turned on Mariah Carey's Hero song on YouTube with lyrics, and I started just belting it out just because it's fun to do that. And I like the song. I'm not a good singer, but I just liked doing that and making my husband crack up. And in that song, it says that there's a hero inside of you, and you just have to find it. So I believe the power is within you. It's within you. Just reach within your soul. Yes, so just do that. But I believe that once you've caught the travel bug, it's contagious, and you'll keep on becoming more and more comfortable with traveling. So when I visit foreign countries, I have mentioned this on the stream before, so it's not a secret. I was an avid couch surfer before, where I messaged people through the couch searching forum, and I asked if I could hang out with them when I traveled there, that country. So people do that. They post their profile and they say that they're open to meeting up with travelers, or hanging out with other locals who want to hang out, or even taking them in and providing accommodation in their home and opening their home to these travelers. So I did that quite a lot, and I have had really, really fun experience. So I guess to answer your question, or not really, to address your question, I actually don't go alone to a lot of places. But if I do, I still rely on locals for instructions, like knowing exactly what mode of transport to take and not getting tricked into by some tour company handing out coupons to join their tour when there's a direct bus, like a local bus, you can just hop on and go there for 1/10 the price. So yes, so just give it a go. Yesterday I ordered, and that was off topic, but I totally don't mind. Yesterday I ordered new chili seeds because I have no more good ones of my own breeding and some growing supplies. Wow, you're going to start growing. Awesome. Let me know how that goes. Yes. We have some plants growing. In the summer, they grew to this high, and they didn't bear any flowers or chili peppers. They just sort of remained as leaves. Yeah, so I'm hoping the same. Let me know if you have a luck this year. We grew some plants indoors. They're also just this high. I'm looking at them right now. So hopefully we'll have a good spring and summer. Did you say Canada? Canadian. But you can say Canada. Sure. I did not go home, Mom. I stayed in. Okay. So there's a pretty strong Christian population in Korea. Did you celebrate Christmas there, or did you see it celebrate there? And also, if you're sticking around, which you probably are for your second semester, February 16 is Lunar New Year. It's the New Year according to the moon calendar. And Koreans and most of Asia, even Japan if you go there, will be celebrating the Lunar New Year. It's really, really huge. It's probably bigger than Christmas is in the Western countries. It's like the holiday. It's like the only time when people actually take a real break. And it's very, very festive. So enjoy that in Korea and Japan. If you, even though it's not February 16, you'll see the decorations and the spirit will be there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Blue, set up a plan for activities before you go. Yeah, so I'm a fan of planning beforehand. Have email yourself the plan, everything printed out, have duplicate copies of it, download it to your mobile. Yeah, do that. Have a bunch of emergency numbers. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. If you have no plan, you'll be doing nothing and you'll be wasting time. And you don't have time when you travel. You sort of, once you leave, you have to, it's not until you book another flight and take the time off to go there that you can actually catch up on places that you miss. So try to, well, that's if you want to go to a lot of places. Some people don't like to have a hectic schedule when they travel. They like just to keep it like a couple activities per day and wind down and just not stress. Yeah, because holidays could be stressful. Book hotels in advance. Yeah. You want to be lenient. Yeah, you could hang out with Airbnb people. Hey, Almiras, good morning to you and Happy New Year. So okay, so I guess if you're directing that question to me, we're making Szechuan chili oil. Szechuan is a province where panda bears are from. And this chili oil is infused with lots of flavor. And I should get started. We should get simmering so that the oil could be nice and flavorful. And we are also going to Jamaica for our Scotch Bonnet Pickles with this vegetable or gourd called chayote. I've never had this before. The recipe said to use chayote, and I often see this in the supermarket, and it happened to be on sale. Yay! So I was like, I have to try this out. It's available, and the recipe calls for it. A sale. I love sales, so we have this. So, yeah. So I'll just take one, I guess. And while I was picking these out, I saw an auntie, and like middle-aged auntie, and I asked her, "How do you cook this?" And people are friendly when you ask them about food all the time. And so she said, "You just stir fry with a bit of garlic and ginger and add some meat." It's pretty simple, but we're going to pickle this today. So I have no idea how this tastes like. I would imagine it's just a neutral tasting type of vegetable, but I have no idea. Okay. I'm sure you don't need too much improvement, Blue Bite, but improvement never hurts. We're constantly learning. Every second we are alive. Canadian land. Yeah, Canadians are... we're used to getting different kinds of names, Canucks, all kinds of names. So yeah, we find it endearing. Oh no, you were sick. Well, I hope you feel better. It is that time of the year, flu season. Yeah, so stay in, get rest, and yeah, enjoy your quality time with your girlfriend. I'm sure she will be. So in the Asian culture, they're always talking about health remedies all the time. It's in North America, people say drink lots of water, lots of fluids, vitamin C. In Asia, it will be similar too. Like they'll be like, but it'll be different. It won't be honey and lemon. It will be other stuff like soups and yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, Lunar New Year will be fun. Yesterday was a day of 3 wise men. Oh, okay. It is Christmas for 13 days after this day. Okay. Wow. So enjoy the last of your Christmas there. Yeah. I don't know too much. Like I know very general things about Christmas, and my parents-in-law, they have a nativity set, and I had to like I don't see those everywhere. And so I had to look up each character in it, but yes, the 3 wise men. Yeah. We 3 kings of Orient are bearing gifts. We travel afar. I think that's the lyrics. Yeah, so that's that's the reference. Oh, 12 days of Christmas. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. 6 weeks, 4 weekends. Wow, we're getting a great history lesson here. Okay. Okay. Awesome. A lot of people don't know this. It's become a commercialized holiday for sure. It's compressed the gift days, yep. And we're 4 weeks, we start with the Easter period. Okay. I'm going to go back to the log and take note. Yeah, there's so much that we aren't really aware of, or at least it's just not emphasized. Yeah. Our weather forecast for this coming through is 60 degrees, 15. That's nice. So that's a huge difference. You go from minus to positive. 15 is nice. It's good. Yeah. It's perfect for Winston. He doesn't get too hot. Like it's perfect. I feel like in Asia, most of the time people run to the hospital and get pills. That is true. I was living in Hong Kong and I had the flu and I went to the doctor and they gave me all these pills and I was told that it's because the pharmaceutical companies market to the doctors. Like, it's yeah. I didn't grow up taking a lot of medication. I just sort of let my colds pass. Yeah. Hey, Abs Fish. Happy New Year to you and welcome to Cook for Fun TV. It's the first time I've seen you in the chat room, so Welcome again, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. Those flags to our sides represent countries that viewers have tuned in from since our show started in 2016, December 11th. Death Vader, our moderator, is our probably longest viewers, met on Christmas of 2016. So thanks for tuning in, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. So Elmira in Belgium. Most people celebrate the German-Dutch Christmas mixed with a pinch of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has a happy spot, I think, in many places. It's apparently widely consumed in the Philippines. I was told that people drink Coca-Cola more than they drink water. And Coca-Cola, like, it's also seen as Coca-Cola in China, or Coca-Cola is in Mandarin, I believe it's like, hold on, it's cacao cola. That's the transliteration from English to Mandarin Chinese. Cacao cola. And the very last character means happy. It actually, the translation actually translates to part of the word happy. So it's got a happy spot in Asia. And if somebody gives you a cola, it's not seen as like a cheap drink. It's not expensive, but it's not like bad. Did Coca-Cola seriously invent the iconic Santa Claus? Oh, you're from Switzerland. Welcome. Yeah, we made... so for our 100th follower celebration last year, we made Engadiner Nuss Tort. Yes, because our 100th follower was from Switzerland, so we made that popular Swiss dessert. And that was a very memorable stream because during the stream, when I was about to sample it and try it to explain how it tastes like to everyone, Mr. Cook for Fun, who's upstairs, my husband, we were new at streaming, and so he would be watching a lot of my streams, and he came down and he reached over because he wanted. It looked so good. This the Engadiner Nuss Tort. Yeah. So that was really, really memorable. And the pastry for that tart has lemon rind mixed into the pastry. So when you bite into the tart, you taste some of that citrus in the pastry, and it's quite nice. Yeah. So from now on, since then, I put a citrus rind in my crust for anything I make, like apple pie. I'm reading some history. It's a bit cut off, but about Coca-Cola and Saint Nicholas. Hey, Colonel Guga, Happy New Year! Yeah. I still haven't clicked the link you sent me about your festive dishes. I meant to, and I just, the New Year, I'm still catching up, so I will look at that. There's also Saint Nick in German lore. I've heard that the French had the first Christmas trees. But they hung them upside down from the ceiling. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how it came. I assumed I knew it had to be somewhere cold that had pine trees. Yeah. That actually sounds... Because I know the German song O Tannenbaum, O Tannenbaum. That's quite famous. So, but maybe it's French. It came from France, the Christmas tree. Oh yes, we only started accumulating flags, and now You can actually see a couple flags are cut off on your right side. Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna eventually go around the screen. I would love to be able to put a flag beside your names. Yeah. Because my memory's going on me. I guess there are many mystic stories around the holidays. For sure. Yeah, African police say you can buy me some Pepsi when they... give me money. Okay. I know that in Chinese culture when people are negotiating and they want a bit extra, like the vendor, the seller, like wants a bit more, like when the buyer's trying to like lowball, and that person will like, oh, just a little bit more, like buy me a coffee. That's, yeah, but I haven't, in your case, it's for bribery. I read that St. Nicholas was already around, but was portrayed with a green coat. Coca-Cola changed it to red. I believe that. Coca-Cola changing it to red. And apparently Coca-Cola used to actually contain marijuana in it. It had Coke in it, but I don't know if that's true. And people got addicted to it. Yeah, but we keep, so I don't know if that's true. St. Nicholas is red over here in Belgium. Are you going to do more IRL streams? If there's, so I tried to do the slacklining stream, but it got choppy because the Wi-Fi signal wasn't so good outdoors. I did that. That was fun when we did the Christmas Eve stream. Yeah, it was fun. I could just chat and we were playing music. So a lot of that video is cut off because the music's licensed. But it was fun. It was fun doing that stream. And my parents-in-law like waved to everyone, and my father-in-law, he was dancing to Britney Spears. Yeah. Coke is from the real Coke. You're here for this. Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? It's been a while. Oh, Happy New Year to you. Yeah. Oh, all right. So I'm going to get started on simmering the, measuring out the oil and simmering it for the chili oil so that we can get the aromas infused. Happy New Year, Cookery Nation, fellow Canadian. Did you know that Canada geese were called Canada geese and not Canadian geese? It's, I didn't really pick up on the difference, but Canada geese. And it was our moderator, Death Eater, that I mentioned that I just call them geese. Because I'm going to say nest, but they gather outside my home. Usually like 30 of them in November. So I never really thought to put Canada in front of them. They're just geese, but yeah, they're called Canada geese, not Canadian geese. Exactly, we just call them geese. Okay, so I'm going to measure out the oil. I'm going to grab my measuring cup. I'm just going to move this for a bit to grab the cup. Camera. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just make sure that this is clean. I think it's clean, but it could have dust in it from being in the cupboard for a while. Not too long, but just make sure we're clean here. I'm gonna measure up a 1.5 cups. So I am cutting the portion of the recipe by quite a bit because I don't want to make 1.5 liters or 1.5 quarts of chili oil. So I'm going to measure 1 cup and then I'm going to measure a 1/2 cup. I'm sure it doesn't matter how precise I am because in the end of the day, I'll have a couple tablespoons more or a couple tablespoons less less of the chili oil. Okay. Just going to add another half cup and I'll return to the chat room. Yeah. It was fun doing the IRL stream on Christmas Eve. Yeah. My mother-in-law was very happy to have me take a tour of the home and show off the decorations. So that was pretty fun. All right, so I'm just gonna pour that in here. Free wild meat. Oh, it's really cold. I think you're probably colder in Ottawa, but we've had, oh, thank you, Phoenix, for the follow, and welcome to Cook for Fun TV. Yeah, the alert's working, yay, but the music didn't go off. I don't know why, but at least I can see that the alert is working, which is good, so I could thank you for your support. I'm gonna put this on the stove. Okay. Yeah, I just turned that to a medium low, so since my back is to the oil, I don't want it to start fizzing or bubbling too quickly while I just work on the other ingredients. And I have the fan on. Our energy auditor told us that we should always have the fan on, even if we're just boiling an egg. And even if we finish cooking, we should still keep it on approximately 15 minutes after cooking. It's better for the home. So yeah, let me know if you can't hear me. The mic is really close though. So we're getting like minus 25 degrees Celsius, or even colder than that. How cold is it for you in Ottawa? And for our dog, it's really he doesn't like going to the washroom very much, and we have to get him bundled up with his sweater, his coat, his booties, but he doesn't like wearing those, and he runs from us every time we try to put it on him. So yeah, it's a bit hard for him. Poor dog. I'm falling behind in the chat, so I'll catch up on what I missed. Let Winston hunt them. You need a license to hunt here, so unfortunately, if you pickle your own stuff, add a teaspoon of ghost pepper flakes to the dry ingredients. So we're going to add Scotch bonnets, and they're going to be fresh Scotch bonnets. Ooh, okay. I hope we make a good batch this time. The first time we made it, it was really, really good. Second time, it was good, but not as pungent as the first time we made it. So the third time, we're gonna try to make sure the oil is really, really infused with all the herbs, so that we get a nice glowing red oil coming out of it. So hope it works. It's minus 40. Yikes. Okay. Stay warm. Yeah. When it gets sunny, it feels like summer inside. And Winston, our dog, actually starts sunbathing by the window. Then when he paws on the door to go out to the washroom, he's a bit shocked at how cold it is. Florida barely earned a winter participation trophy. But apparently it's cold in Florida too, like at least from what you're used to. Because one of our other viewers from Florida mentioned that it's quite cold as well. But not as cold as it is in Canada, but also cold. Yeah, speaking of Florida, there's actually a significant Canadian population in Florida. Yeah, a lot of Canadians head to Florida for the winter and have timeshares or properties in Florida. It's quite popular for Canadians to be hanging around Florida in the winter. So yeah, you might meet some Canadians there. Oh, your dog loves the cold. Yeah, what kind of a dog is it? I probably asked you before. It was mentioned earlier that huskies like the cold. Oh, okay. 15 is nice. Yeah. Yeah, Belgium is 4. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, Scotch bonnets are really, really spicy. Jalapenos are very light, I believe, on the Scoville heat scale. Yeah. That's why people can eat them whole, like the jalapeno peppers. Um, but Scotch bonnets, just a sliver of it, yikes, it makes you breathe fire. Cold is a subjective term after True. I don't like gray winters, like the fog, the slush, the mugginess. Yeah, I like sunshine. Oh, you do have a husky. Aw, they're so cute. Yeah, they're such nice dogs. How's the clam broth cocktail with the salt? Hey, liquid. You know what? Okay, I didn't drink it. I didn't. I was going to, but then I thought, what did I make last week? Yeah, I didn't get around. I didn't get around to drink. I still have it. Yeah. So, but I've tried it before. It's one of my favorite drinks. So, Cookery Nation Liquid Predator is referring to Caesar. I showed a can of Caesar last week and read the ingredients and mentioned that there's actually anchovy in clamato because the Caesar's made with the clam broth tomato juice, and I read out the ingredients and mentioned that there's anchovy, and Liquid Predator mentioned that that's the first about hearing anchovy in a cocktail, but it is really, really good. Yeah. Ghost peppers are 200. Wow. Okay. Okay, Mr. Cook for Fun is giving me some signaling. Which, okay. He gave me the hand wave that it's alright. Okay. Okay, so let's, we'll continue the chat, but I'm going to multitask. Okay. Let's just get our cleaver here, and, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to read out the ingredients for this chili oil. It's quite aromatic. We do have a lot of chili flakes. We have a variety of chili flakes, but this goes in at the very end. We don't want the chili oil simmering with the chili actually in it. We want to add the chili last because hot chili oil or simmering chili oil releases these fumes that kind of irritate the throat, almost as if it's smoking. It's I don't know what it is, but it seems toxic, and it's like when you get a whiff of too much strong chili, it causes you to cough and stuff. So that goes in last. So we're gonna use just regular dried chili. I don't even know what type of dried chili they're just red dried chili, and they've been sliced up. You can see they're like little pieces of, and you can just see the picture. I think it's these chilies. Okay, but we have others too, but we're just going to use the cheaper bulk one. We've got chili New Mexico. We have chili de arbol. What's this? I think these are regular chilies too. We've got Chipotle and California, but I think we're gonna use, this is our chili Ziploc bag. We're gonna use this, just regular red chili. You can use whatever you want, and that goes in last. Okay. Humidity makes human dress in lots of layers like onions. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to get bundled up. Okay. Cajun food gumbo and jambalaya. I think we made a jambalaya before. Yeah, I think Death Eater was on that stream. Yeah, that was good. And I served it too. I had friends over that day and they enjoyed it. Anchovy, no way. Yes! I'm going to bring that again, that can out. So here, check this out. This is a Caesar. Okay, Clamato. Clamato is clam tomato juice. Clam broth tomato juice. It's got anchovy in it. Yeah. Just passing things along to Mr. C. I love Caesars. Oh, they're so yummy. So everyone's got their thing. Yeah. Maybe it's the umami you don't like, but anchovies are also in Caesar dressing. That's a lot of spices. We have quite a bit of spices here. It always makes it handy when you're trying a new recipe. If they don't make you cry or clear your sign, they're not hot enough. We're also going to feature Szechuan Peppercorns. I think they have another name like prickly ash. Szechuan peppercorn, but so these make your tongue numb. I'll look that up. Szechuan peppercorn. I think there's another name for it. Corn like prickly ash, but I don't know if that's. I saw that on a label, prickly ash. Okay, it's taking a while to search. Hey, Kent0456, how's it going? Happy New Year. Yeah, you're joined by another viewer in Asia, Blue Bite. Blue Bite is a German viewer doing an exchange at a university in Korea. So Blue Bite is also going to celebrate a Lunar New Year, which is coming up, and I know where you are in Singapore, you're probably seeing a lot of decorations for the moon calendar New Year. So one holiday and then another holiday right after that. And Lunar New Year is a big holiday in Asia. Yeah. Okay, at Avery Island, Louisiana, the Tabasco factory, you can buy Tabasco pepper mash. Whoa! Tabasco, and like, do you just eat it? Do you eat it? Do you pair it with bread? Or yeah, it sounds really spicy. Just start the damn cooking. Okay, I do have to cook. All right. Szechuan peppercorn. Okay. Anyways, so the oil is going to be infused with star anise, a bit of cinnamon, bay leaves. This is a black cardamom, some green cardamoms, and what I'm going to do is I want to release more flavors. In science class, you probably learned you can do that by increasing the surface area. So I'm just going to smash. I'm using a cleaver. You can use a mallet or the back of a knife, but I'm just going to like try to smash it to release more flavors. Yeah. Okay. Just crack them. It opens it up. Okay. I don't have Carolina Reapers, so I actually never tried ghost peppers. I'm pretty happy with the chili peppers that I have or that I could find. Yeah. And later on, I'm gonna take out the Scotch bonnets. Those are hot. When I crush these, the aromas come out. And they smell so good. The cardamom smells so good. Yeah. So it's going to be a really aromatic chili oil. And not all recipes for Szechuan chili oil call for all these, but I found this recipe and I quite like the combination of ingredients required. All right, and we're going to get some ginger. We're going to get around 1 inch of ginger. Okay, so I'll just cut off a nub. Okay. So we're only filling this much. We've reduced the portion of the recipe. Okay. And ginger and garlic. Let me grab the garlic. Yeah, so I guess the chilies do release something toxic. And I save adding the chilies in the last stage. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, I'm just checking my recipe because I had to scratch it out of the amounts a few times because I was changing the recipe from 1.5 quarts to 1.5 cups. So, okay, right. All right, and I'm also going to just smash these. Okay. How can you not like umami? I like umami. Yeah, I think it's one of those tastes that you acquire when you're an adult. I think it's quite pungent for a child. I mean, it could be. It doesn't have to be. It is strong. It tends to be very salty and got a really, really deep, earthy flavor. And that flavor comes from fermentation often. Often that flavor comes from fermented fish of some sort. Yeah, mushroom has umami, so I always consider mushroom to be like a vegetarian umami. Yeah, I like it. Yesterday I cooked pad thai with fish sauce, and it's very good. Yeah, I don't necessarily taste the clam in here. I guess a little bit, but it's, I don't know, it's everything. It's the combination of the tomato and the chili in there. It's really, really good. Caesar. All my spicy stuff fit in one hand mill. So I bought this at the Asian grocery store. There's a lot of it. It's cheap. The other chilies, we sort of found them in like a specialty section, and they were on sale because they're not common. I guess where I live. Yeah. I don't really. If the chili is used for adding spiciness, I don't think it matters too much what chili you use. But if you're going to eat the chili, such as in a jalapeno popper, you're going to eat it, you're going to taste that chili. Yeah. Well, except for Scotch bonnets, though. Scotch bonnets is used for making jerk chicken, and there's a lot of Scotch bonnet in it, so you can really taste the flavor. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to discard the peels. Okay, I'm just going to slice up this ginger, increase the surface area to release more aromas. Oh, you're making rocket fuel. Kind of, I guess. I don't know. And I'm going to put that in here. So I'm actually going to simmer all of these ingredients. The recipe says to simmer for 2 hours, but that's for 1.5 quarts. So since we have 1.5 cup, I'm just going to simmer it until I finished making the pickles and grinding up the chilies and everything else. So I think under an hour should do the trick. Okay. All right. So let's take it over to the stove top. I'll bring my phone over so we can continue the chat. Yeah, let me catch up though while I'm here. I actually don't know where you get this scale to actually verify. We just know the scale because it's published. Like we know, yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't know how to measure. Just use your taste buds. Orange is your favorite color. Thank you. Well, you mentioned this too. I wore this last year and you mentioned the same thing, so I'm glad you like it. That was a while ago. And when I wore this, I thought, yeah, you might say that. Orange is a great color. It's not as commonly worn too. Yeah. Oh, the Anaheim pepper. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. We have California pepper. I don't know if that's Anaheim because Anaheim is a city inside California, but I don't know if they're the same. Yeah, and the one we bought, they're dry. Yeah, we couldn't find fresh ones. Once I ate pizza pepper sprayed by police. Wow. Okay. I don't know, yeah, how it's like to consume the police pepper spray. I don't think it's the freshest or highest quality. It's like it's not meant for consumption. It's meant for attacking. I think if you put a wet rag under your cutting board, it will stop spinning while you're cutting. Thank you, and welcome to our channel, Mario Kart Legend. We had that tip before too. Yeah, I was just smashing these, but when we do cut, I'll put a towel under. And yeah, that's a safety tip, and thank you for sharing that. Yes, I'm considering buying a bag of dried chili from Chinese market now after I watched you make the oil. Yep. So these have all been cut up, and I noticed the seeds are at the bottom, so I'll have to be careful and get a good mix of seeds and like, yeah, whatever, the pulp, because that could have been why last time we made it wasn't so chilly. So I'll make sure I get a good mixture of seeds and the other parts. Agree. I put folded wet napkins underboard to prevent sliding. Ask a Dutchman and you know how much common orange is. Oh, okay. Orange. So for the Lunar New Year, for those in Asia celebrating on February 16, oranges are a very, very lucky fruit. Let me show you some. So lots of Asians will be buying these clementines. These are from Morocco, but yeah, I'm hungry, I want to eat one. Because in Chinese, the word for clementines sounds like the word for gold. There's a word for that where when one word sounds like another word, but it has a different meaning. There's a lot of that in Chinese culture and beliefs. So yeah, so it's a lucky fruit. Okay. All right, let's take it to the stove area. And we're not going to be there for too long. Then we're going to come back and work on the pickles. All right. So we're bringing these, and I'll bring the mic while I'm at it. And it's a bit loud back here. Okay, so we have our ingredients here. We've got our oil. It's only at medium low, but it's actually pretty warm. It's pretty warm. I think we can use this. Yeah. And we're just going to let it simmer for as long as it takes to finish the other to pickles and prepare the chili. So, yep, I'm going to add the garlics last. I don't want them to burn. Okay, there's no fizzing, so I might have to turn it up to medium. I'll just turn it up to medium high. Okay. Once I start getting, I'm getting a bit of fizzing with that cardamom. I don't want the garlic to burn. I don't want the ginger to burn. Got our cinnamon. Cardamoms. I can see the cinnamon is fizzing quite nicely. Okay, now for the fresh ingredients. All right. And I see there's some fizzing, so I'm just going to turn it down to a medium low, just under medium. I'll put it to 3.5 out of 10. Okay, 3.5. All right. Oh yeah, it's fizzing. Okay. It's because the fresh ingredients, they have liquid in them. The dry ingredients don't have liquid, so I'll turn that to low. Yeah. Putting the garlics in. Ooh, we're getting fizziness. Okay. All right, so we'll let that simmer. Chat. I'm trying to reorient myself. Alright, so we can actually change the camera back. Yeah. I like the star anise. It's quite nice. Okay. Okay. So let's put our wet cloth under here. Oh, okay. So the color orange is common to the Dutch. Ah, I didn't know that. Okay. What else? I can smell the oil. I can smell all the aromas. I smell the garlic. There's 4 cloves in there. Yeah. I don't quite smell cardamom or cinnamon or star anise or ginger. Okay. Money tree or luck tree. So another common fruit is the kumquat. The kumquat are these baby oranges, and often Asians will have the kumquat tree right in their home, because that's very, very lucky. And by the way, the kumquat fruit, the word kumquat is Chinese. Kumquat is the transliteration of the Cantonese pronunciation of the fruit, which is gumgut, and the kum part means gold, and then gut, I guess it just means, I'm not really sure what it means. I think it means, I don't know, it's some sort of a fruit. Yeah. So that's quite common, and it's a lucky tree. I do have a money tree too in front of me. I just really love to grow the chilies myself, different kinds, dry them myself. I have a dryer. Wow, you have a dryer for chili. I didn't know that existed. We have a dehydrator, but I've never heard of a dryer just for chilies. I'll look that up and make powder, the best. Every time I buy chili oil at Chinese market, they have peanuts. Oh, really? So, here's this. Oh, okay. I had this other chili oil too. The brand is a really popular brand in China, which is also available overseas. It's called Lao Ganma, and there's a picture of a lady on the logo, and that chili oil commonly has peanuts. They do sell it without, but you have to look for it. It might not be always available. I know because I have a peanut allergy, so I have to avoid that. But I would say make your own, because it's actually not that hard to make it. And then, yeah, you don't have to put the chicken bits in it or the peanuts. Is that a ceramic saucer? Yes, it is. It is. It was a gift for Christmas a couple years ago as part of the Heritage ceramic stone cookware set. It's but it looks, I don't know, it doesn't really look like ceramic. Yeah. It's originally for fruit and vegetables or mushrooms, but everything that goes in there gets really spicy. Okay, got it. Because of all the, yeah. It's like using a mortar and pestle. You're not supposed to wash it because the flavors are supposed to continue to blend and add to whatever you're making. Ah, Lao Ganma, exactly. Also, my coffee mill is a chili mill only. Because once you use it for chili, everything will be chili. But you know what? I've actually heard of, I think I've heard of coffee with chili in it. And chocolate with chili in it. So you can try having, milling your coffee beans in it. And just, it'll probably be really, really, really good. Okay. So for the Scotch Bonnet Pickles, I'm going to cut up onion and cut up this vegetable called chayote. I've never tried it before, but it's in the recipe, and it's quite easy to find in the Asian supermarket. So I got these. I'll let you know what they taste like. I've never tried these before. It's a pretty simple recipe too. We're going to add allspice, but I think you can actually omit allspice, because I've had these pickles before served at a Jamaican bakery, and I didn't notice any spices in the pickles. It was just vinegar and Scotch bonnet and onions. That's it. So I think you can omit this. I don't even know what. It smells nice, but I don't really know what it does. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. Salt and sugar. And we can add a bit of ginger too. Yeah. And we've got sugar as well. Okay, so I'm covering the Caesar. Okay. And I'm going to grab the Scotch bonnet from the fridge. All these Scotch bonnets. So you've tried coffee with chili. I've only read about it, I haven't tried it. But I should give it a try. Whoops. Maybe I'll put some chili oil. Oh, it just kind of flew. It went far. It went like 2 meters away from the computer. Okay. My husband, he used to put butter in his coffee because he was on the keto diet, the ketogenic diet, where he eats like less than 20 grams of carbs per day. He mainly eats protein and vegetables and healthy fats. And so he was putting butter in his coffee. If you're curious what this diet is, you can type !keto, K-E-T-O. Since the holidays, he sort of went off this diet because there was a lot of foods, carbohydrate-rich foods. So for these pickles, I like to pick the colored. I like to buy the package that has more colored Scotch bonnets because I like red. I like it really makes your food stand out. So I'm going to take I'm going to take 3 colored ones. I'm going to take this yellow one, this red one, and this multicolored one. Yeah, there. And they'll be colorful. All right. And I'm just going to dust them off. I don't really want to wash them and get water on them. K-E, the letter E as in elephant. Yeah. K-E-T-O. And you'll get it. Yeah. Maybe I can type. !K-E-T-O. Okay. Sometimes when I see some food, I'm thinking, how the hell was it even invented? I just like Russian. I feel that way when there are foods with lots of ingredients, like Indian curries. How did they come up with that flavor combination? Or that famous German or Dutch spice? Oh, that's used in the Dutch broider or the German cookie. It has 13 ingredients in that. No, I think 9. Sorry, 9 ingredients in that spice. I know Almira will remind me. that spice that's used in Dutch broider. Yeah, it's how do people come up with these flavor combinations? But I guess people have been cooking forever, so and recipes were passed down and improved and evolved over time. Ginger's optional. I'm just going to go with 4 slices. I don't really think you taste the ginger much in this. And this is a really, really good pickle, I must say. And I served it during Thanksgiving dinner, and people really liked it. It's so spicy. And I'm going to use this mason jar. So I'm not making a lot. Okay, I'm going to use this. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'm going to use about 2 onions here, and I'll see. I want to use half a chayote, so okay. Let me work on the chayote first. Yes! Speculas! That's it! I feel like it was a longer word than that, but that is a spice mix that has so many ingredients. It's really, really good though. You can put it on all your desserts. It's so good. Actually, it'd be really good on ice cream too. Yeah, because Almira requested Dutch broider last year, and we made it, and it was really fun to make that. And for any of the new viewers on the stream, I should have mentioned this earlier when I was welcoming you, that we do take viewers' requests. So if there are foods that you want to see featured on the stream, let us know, and if we can find the ingredients and we're prepared to make it, I'll send you a whisper and you'll see it in the stream that according to the message. So we did have a viewer last week from Portugal mentioning JP Alvatar, mentioning that he or she would like to see a Portuguese codfish, and also this pastry dish with meringue in it, and we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that soon. We didn't make it today because we still have a lot of leftovers, and so today we're actually not making food. We're making like oil, and we're making the pickles because we just have so much leftovers, and we're scared if we make a lot of pastry, it's going to be leftovers again for a few weeks because we're still trying to finish other leftovers. So today's like we're making oil and pickles and even small amounts because we don't want too much. We're kind of scared of food now. We love food, but yeah, we have to eat up some of the food we have. Sometimes when I see food, I'm thinking how, okay, I read that one. How do you eat pasta without carbs? You know what? Myra actually sent a recipe over to me on some low-carb bread. And somebody else sent a recipe to me on a low-carb pasta. So I'll post it on Twitter. Yeah. We actually, so for the pasta, we use zucchini. We do zucchini pasta and make zucchini noodle. For the bread, there are recipes out there for keto bread that uses like almond flour, which is basically finely ground almond. So it's like you're eating lots of nuts. That's what you're eating. It's really, really heavy. It's not going to be fluffy like bread. It's pasta, yeah, so it's the zucchini noodle. Or spaghetti squash, because spaghetti squash looks just like pasta, but it's vegetable you're eating. Yeah. Trying out. What are you trying out? Sorry, I missed that. Okay. Well, coming up in flavors and spices, one thing, but who thought, hey, let's use bread-based beer to put summer salad in and we have a soup? Good idea. Yeah, I don't know. Yep. One of our other viewers, also from Germany, mentioned making cola chicken. We were talking about Coca-Cola earlier, and we did make cola chicken on the stream. It was really, really, really good. So we reduced the cola. We added sugar to it, some garlic, some soy sauce, and we coated our chicken with the cola sauce. It was really good. And Mr. Cook for Fun brought it to work for lunch. He also had some kimchi, which is a Korean pickle, spicy pickle with it. And he said it was so good. So yeah, who would have thought you use Coca-Cola to make chicken? Very expensive ingredients for those bread substitutes. You're right, the keto diet is expensive. When he goes to the health food store to buy those ingredients, it's like the flour is like this much. Like I'm used to like my big bags of flour on sale. Yeah, it's expensive, the keto diet. We had another viewer too, I think Uncle Stinky, mentioned that the keto diet sounds good, but it is expensive to go on, and he's hesitant to go on it because it's expensive. Basically, you're eating lots of eggs because eggs are the cheapest protein you get, but everything else is expensive. Like fresh vegetables are expensive, and like eating all that meat is so expensive. So I would say just eat your food in moderation. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say cut out your carbs. Yeah. Cola bread? I'm sure it'll be really good. It's like a sweet bread. Cola beef. Oh, make pulled beef with cola. Cola beef. Moderation is the magic word. Okay, so my first time ever using this vegetable. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Chayote, spelled Chayot. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting some weird. Yeah, chayote. Yeah, Chayot. Yeah. Okay. We're supposed to peel it and take the seeds out. Oh, it's really soft. It's so soft, and it kind of looks like honeydew. I don't know the taste. Let me eat this peel. I'm trying to describe the taste. It's really good. It's kind of like cucumber, but it's a little bit more sweet than cucumber. It's aromatic. If anyone in the chat room has tried chayote and can describe the taste, please like feel free to share. It has a hint of radish, a hint of kick, but very, very light. It's more like cucumber and radish. But there's, it tastes better than cucumber. There is a deeper flavor. I can eat the skin, it's so good. It's really good, but it also has a nutty taste too. Kind of like a really, really toned down. You know how avocado has a taste to it? If you ignore the creamy part of avocado, it's got that fresh taste to it. It kind of has that taste to it, but obviously it's not creamy like avocado. So it's kind of like that avocado smell or fragrance, and the cute with a bit of, thank you so much, Shins Holin, and welcome to Cook for Fun TV, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. We're just trying to describe the taste of chayote. It's like cucumber with that fragrance of avocado, with a hint of radish as well. It's very mild. It's quite good. Now I'm going to, and it happened to be on sale. I was looking for this, and it happened to be on sale, so I'm a bit behind. The portions in Asia are smaller, so you're losing weight, it sounds like. Yeah. It also means that you can snack more. Yeah. It also means you gather more with people. Yeah. Singapore is a busy city, and it's pretty convenient to get around. So it means that you can do an after-work snack, you can do dinner, and then you can do a late night, midnight snack. Ah, okay, carbonated drinks soften meat. So it's used as marinades. Okay. Hey, it's Wugga. How's it going? It's been a while. Happy New Year. Yeah. I threw away the skin, but it's actually tasty. So I'm going to keep this other half. Okay. And I'm going to cut in half and take the seeds out. See. Hi, Sheriff. Welcome to Cook for Fun. Hi, Divine Shadow. And let us know what country you're tuning in from. Hi, Prototype and Michelle the Gamer and DJ. Ooh, do we have visitors from a lot of... do we have visitors? Am I being hosted by someone? No? There's suddenly a lot of new participants. Nice to meet you all, and welcome to Cook for Fun TV. What are, Kate? Pelmeni? All right. Well, Happy New Year to all of you. Hi, my Turks and Gopnik. Okay, I'm going to take out some seeds. I actually don't see a lot of seeds, just a little bit. Everything in this vegetable looks so soft. I'm actually going to try to eat it. It's really soft. I don't really have to worry about it. So before, when I was tasting it, the skins were really mild. The inside has a stronger flavor. Like just deeper, almost umami flavor, almost like mushroom. Okay. And let's slice this up. I'll just, I'll just do like across. Okay. Russians love this song, Valera. So the knife, if you type in cleaver, I can type it in with a capital C, lowercase Leaver, you get our emotes. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna slice this up. This is exciting to try this new vegetable. So when I was at the supermarket, I asked another customer how she cooks it, and she says she stir fries it with garlic, ginger, and adds a bit of meat. And it's quite nice. It's very mild, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of the vegetable that we have. Yeah. This is actually quite a bit, so I'm gonna see how we're doing for space. I might just cut them. It's a butcher knife. No, it's a cleaver. I can use it for a lot of things. It's quite versatile, and it's one of our favorite kitchen tools. I use it for meat. I use it for vegetable. I use it to tenderize. Right. I used to scoop things off the cutting board. So I'm going to put it in here just for measuring purposes. We're actually going to sterilize this jar as well. We're going to boil the jar too before we make the pickles, but I'm using this to just measure. Yeah. Okay, so this fits approximately just slightly over half, and I'm going to fill the rest with onions. We're going to pack it tight as well. And we cannot forget these really, really spicy friends, our Scotch bonnets. Okay. Extra peel off there. Okay. So we're actually only using one onion. If we can squeeze more, we will. Okay. Alright, I think that's pretty good. And we'll put the 3 Scotch bonnets. Hello, Hard Base Nation, and thank you for following. And let us know what country you're tuning in from. I did see a reference to Russians coming on, so welcome. And you're joined by Colonel Guga from Russia, one of our newer viewers to our stream. Yeah, and Colonel Guga shares a lot of information about Russian cuisine. Yeah, we made the solyanka. Yeah, together. That was fun. And got lots of great tips. Okay. And I have to remember not to touch my eyes or nostrils because these are super, super spicy chilies. Ooh, it's gonna be a really spicy day with the chili oil and the Scotch Bonnet Pickles. I would never eat this. Just having one little sliver is like, it'll make you breathe fire. I know they have nothing to do with you. Okay. And I'm going to cut them into slivers. I wonder how long it takes to clean like chili off of your fingers before it's safe to touch your eyes. I've never really... This actually looks like too much. I'll just use it all. It'll be really, really, really spicy. But it's going to be a lot. I'm just using this jar to make sure everything can fit. Make sure to cut red ones out. Might as well use it all though. Yeah. Even one is spicy. Ooh. I'll see. I might not use it all. Once it's spicy, you can't really get any spicier. It's just spicy. I like the red one. It's quite nice. And I can smell it. Woo! I can smell the chili. Oh yeah. I use gloves for chili processing. Ah. Yeah. I know that a lot of Koreans, when they make their spicy pickles or kimchi, they use gloves as well, the disposable gloves. I have dishwashing gloves, but they're kind of cluttery because they're so thick. So as long as one hand is, I don't touch anything. We're doing a lot of spicy food today. I think we're going to add a bonus too and cook up some frozen wontons. Add some vinegar, some black vinegar, which is a type of Chinese vinegar, and mix that with some of the chili oil we make and serve that over our wontons. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I didn't put that there because I'm not making the wontons from scratch. We buy them frozen. They're really, really good. I guess I should slip another one in here. But I know it's really spicy already. Oh, Romanian food. So I think we've had... we haven't made Romanian food yet. Indonesian we have. So one of our moderators, not on today, is from Indonesia. And we made the yellow rice. A nasi, I forgot the name. Nasi kuning, yes. And that was fun. That's a rice that is seasoned with turmeric, cloves, cinnamon, and cooked with coconut milk. And that's really, really fragrant and nice. I haven't made that in a while. It's about time I make that. That's actually very, very, very fragrant and nice with all those spices in the cardamom, the cinnamon, and the clove and star anise, and the coconut milk. It's really, really nice. And you use 1 teaspoon of turmeric and the entire rice turns yellow. Romanian food I haven't made, so if you have a recommended dish, let us know. Yeah, we try that you would like us to try, and if we can find ingredients, I'll send you a whisper and let you know when we stream that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And we've got the ginger that will fit in there. So all this will fit in there. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put these ingredients into... I'm going to put it into this bowl. Okay. Okay, so we know that that fits in the jar. Okay. And we're going to use these for later. For something else. It's quite a lot of chili. All right, so we're going to return to... Actually, I didn't want to... I didn't want to use this. Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to wash less dishes and bowls. Okay. Now we're going to... Okay, we're going to take it to the back and we're going to prepare the pickling juice. After that, we're going to grind up the chili. So, yeah. But I think we're going to do the chilies first so that we can stay here for that. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's display our vegetables right here. We're going to use our processor. I'll give you a warning when I turn this on so you don't burst your eardrums if you're wearing headphones. Okay. All right. We're going to get our chili. So we have our regular standard red chili. Oh, you're from Denmark. Awesome. So you're joined by another Dutch viewer from Belgium, Elmira. And we did make a Dutch broider last year with speculoos seasoning, and we had apricots mixed into it. I think we had almonds too. That was really, really good. Okay. You have to use canola oil for washing your hands? So Scotch Bonnet Pickles, yep. The Scotch Bonnet is actually pickling the chayote and the onion. Yeah. I wouldn't eat Scotch Bonnets plain, but I've seen it made into a pepper sauce, almost like Tabasco. And you don't use a lot. It's really, really spicy. When am I making kimchi? I made it before. I don't know. I actually had a bad experience with kimchi not too long ago. About a month ago, I got the stomach flu, and I think it's from some kimchi that I bought. Yeah. Because my husband had everything that I ate except the kimchi. So I'm going to take a break from kimchi for a while, but I do like fresh kimchi, not super fermented kimchi. I'm sure Winston loves kimchi. Winston is a very picky eater. So for those of you new viewers there, Winston is our mascot and our dog, and he often makes a cameo appearance on Cook for Fun. He's sleeping right now, and that emote, Winston, is Winston. No, it's not Overwatch. It's our dog. Yeah, she named her dog after. So Winston was named after Winston Churchill, who was the Prime Minister of Canada a long time ago. He's very famous for being an excellent public speaker and really smart. And my husband named him, oh, thank you, Food Lover. Oh, that's a great username. Welcome to Cook for Fun TV, and let us know what country you're tuning in from. The flags, we're collecting flags of the countries that represent the countries our viewers have tuned in from. So we actually have quite a lot of new viewers today. We have Indonesia, Denmark, Russia, Romania. Okay, so yeah, and so my husband thought Winston looked really smart because Boston Terrier dogs are known to have really expressive faces, or They have really large eyes. Their ears are always moving. They're they're very, very expressive, and they always knit their eyebrow. They have these wrinkles on their face, and they're really expressive. So he looks. My husband thought that the name suited him because he looks really smart. Yeah, I'm such a programmer, not at all. My husband's into gaming, but he doesn't stream. He wanted to, but then after seeing me stream, he felt like, I don't know, he didn't want to do it. I think that's the reason, because he prepared this really nice page, get everything, and then, yeah, I don't know, I don't know. I try to get him to do it, but yeah. Thanks for the love, Shins. Wimchi, yeah. I can't believe I called him Wimchi. That is funny though. Netherlands. Ah, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who's from Netherlands? Hey, Pubbeard. Welcome to Cook for Fun TV. Let us know what country you're tuning in from. Wow, we're getting lots of new love for our channel. That's great. Great way to start our first stream of 2018. Okay, so we're going to add 6 tablespoons of these chilies, and these have been shredded, so the seeds, and I'm going to go straight to the seeds. Because my last batch wasn't so chili, so 6 of these. Okay. I can even do more if I want, really. It just depends on how spicy I want it. So I'll say, if I want more chili. Oh, oh yeah, the toxic fumes are starting. Woo! I probably need to wear a mask. I have to go this way when I scoop it out. Okay, that was 2 scoops. At least 4 more. 3. Okay, I have a lot of seeds here. I'm gonna get some more of the pulp, I guess, or the flesh. That was 3, so I'll do tablespoon 4. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the stream, guys and gals. 4. Okay. 5. Okay. So we have a good mix. Half seeds, half flesh or pulp. And I'll get one with a mix of both seeds and other stuff. So these are heaping tablespoons. Of course, there's a lot of air, so okay, so that's quite a lot. Okay. Alright. I'm a little nervous. Because it's already irritating my throat. What is that in the background? There's a lot of things in the background. That's chili oil. That's the canola oil that is simmering with star anise, cardamom, green cardamom, black cardamom, garlic, ginger, cinnamon. Yes. I feel like I missed something. Yeah. Just infusing all the flavors, and we're going to grind this up. Okay. All right. I wonder if that's enough. It should be. Yeah, it should be, if I reacted that way to it. And I'm going to seal it. These are great. These are sealing rods. I bought them off of AliExpress, which is like a Chinese eBay. AliExpress, and things are so cheap. Yeah, I got a bunch of these these sealing rods. They come in different sizes. Okay. Or you can use clips, or you can use clothespins too. Okay. All right, I'm going to plug this in. I'm going to give you a warning to, well, I'm going to mute the mic. I'm actually going to mute the mic, so don't worry. But if I forget, and you're scared that I'm going to forget, you could take your headphones off. Okay. All right, lots of chili here. All right. Actually, I could add more. What do you think? No, my nose, I'm going to sneeze. It's already affecting me, and it's already sealed too. Yeah. Okay. Try another scoop for good luck. Yes. Yes. I'll add another scoop. Posting recipes. Yes. Exclamation mark recipe. We'll get you that. And you can post links that are food related. Yeah. Okay. It is turning into a dangerous chemical lab. I'm kind of worried now. Okay. Get some seeds and some of the other stuff, the pulp, I call it. Okay, it's gonna be really, I don't know, should I do it? Should I do it? I think I should. Okay, maybe I'll get more of the red stuff. Okay. I don't think the red stuff are really spicy. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, that's it. So food lover, what kind of foods do you love? Or do you love all foods? Okay, I'm gonna blend this and I'll continue my chat because I have more to say about loving food. Okay, I'm gonna mute the mic so that you don't break your eardrums. Okay, it looks like a nice powder. I think there's a lot of seeds in here because normally chili powder, it looks more red. It actually, I already have some, but I want to do it fresh. It looks more red when you get chili powder. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of seeds in here. Okay, I gotta be careful when I open this. I also have to grind up some Szechuan peppercorns. So these peppercorns, they numb your tongue. They're good. It's more of a flavor thing rather than a spice thing. So it makes your food more interesting to eat when you have this Szechuan peppercorn in it. And how many? I am going to add only 1.5 teaspoon. Yeah, so this isn't going to release a lot of those fumes. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. Ah, you love all foods. So, there's this expression or phrase in Chinese called mouth prosperity. Hao Fuk, right? And it refers to, oh man, people who, they love everything that they eat, and when they go to a new restaurant, when they go to someone's home, they love everything, and the chef or cook always feels blessed. It's a blessing to like a lot of foods, and it's a blessing for the person who makes it too. Yeah, so like when somebody's picky about food, you feel like they're being uptight, like it's a negative thing when someone's being picky about food. But when someone is not picky about food and they just love everything they eat, they're just grateful, they're, like, I mean, there's obviously certain foods will taste better than others, but just be happy, to love the food, it's a blessing. So I like to hear that. There's a few people who mentioned that they love combining all kinds of ingredients that you think don't match because they just enjoy that. So yeah, so I wanted to share that with you because I love your username, Food Lover. Yeah, in our culture we consider that a blessing because you make everyone happy. Like, ever go out with someone and then your guest or your date says, "Oh, I can't eat this because of this reason." Like, if it's a serious health reason, that's all right. But if it's just like, I don't know, they're just really, really picky, it's not fun. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do approximately 1.5 teaspoons of this. Okay. I might even do 2. It's really good. No, 1.5 is all right. My husband did 1.5 for 1.5 liters of oil. Here we have 1.5 cups, so I think just stick to the recipe. Okay. I wonder if he has ear protection in the garage because he's been doing a lot of woodworking. He's even trying to make me an indoor slack line. Yeah. Cat food and dog food is basically food. Our dog eats raw chicken and he eats chicken hearts from the grocery store. Yeah. Just for fun, but it takes 5 to 10 minutes to get actual damage. Oh, okay. You mean with the, like, noise? Okay. Hey, Jane DS, how's it going? Welcome to our channel. I've seen you before in the cooking stream forum that's on Facebook, but we haven't been in the same chat room before, so thank you for tuning in. And you made a comment that you'd like to try making Japanese cheesecake, so I remember you from that, and we made it a couple times on the stream. Yeah. Your date last night didn't object to a full rack of baby wrappers. Okay, awesome. Yeah, haofuk or cow or cow fu in Mandarin. Am I Canadian? I am. How did you know? Is there a Canadian flag lying around here? Yes. All right. Okay. So I'm going to mute the mic again, and we're going to grind up the Szechuan chili peppercorns in here. Okay, so I'm going to mute you. All right. Oh, we've got more of a reddish color. I think the Szechuan peppercorns are a burgundy, like a almost like dried blood, like when you have a scab. It's the color of that. It's like a dark reddish brown color. So we have more color now. Before we were grinding more seeds and not getting much of that red that we wanted. So now we've got that. Okay, and then we're just gonna mix. We're just gonna add our. That's it. We're good. Okay, we're gonna leave this. Okay, it's really, really spicy. We're gonna leave this to the side, and we're gonna finish making the pickles. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna take it back to the stovetop area. We're gonna sterilize this by boiling the jar and the lid. I don't know what you call this piece on the mason jar. But we're going to boil that. Yeah, so I can actually see like traces of something or residue from something. Okay. Take that off. And we're going to boil this. Okay. And we're also going to boil the brine. How do you know how dried blood powder looks like? Because I've made it before. Oh, thank you for the comment, Jane. And Shin's Sholin. I'm glad that Canadians have that reputation, but anyone could be kind, really. Yes. Yeah. It would be cool to put some funny ear protection during blending, like with some like smiley faces or something, or I'm sure they're available. They sell the ear protection or the ear muffs for babies, so that you can take them out and they won't they'll sleep. And I'm sure they sell cute ones too, with like smiley faces or like bears or whatever. That would be funny. I don't know. What did I use this for? Residue from whatever was in here. I don't know. Jam? I don't know. The piece of onion in here is because I put all the cut up ingredients in here to check it would fit before cutting more stuff. No problem. Yep. Yeah, there is an open door policy with most Twitch streams, and you can come and go as you wish. Yeah. All right, we're going to take it over to the stovetop. All right. And we've got this really big jug of pure white vinegar. Ta-da! We're going to measure a cup of that. Yeah. And if we need more, we'll make more. It's just enough to cover the vegetables. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Salt and sugar. We have our salt, sugar, and our allspice berries. We're going to need 2 pots, one for sterilizing and boiling the jar, and one for boiling the brine. Yeah, all right. We're going to use this tiny one for the brine, okay, and this bigger one for the jar. And we have the fan on because of the oil. That's okay. We're going to move this oil over to here, so I'm going to turn this burner on.
we're gonna boil water here. I'll adjust this a little bit. We're gonna boil the jar. Okay. We're gonna need our tongs. We're going to move these aside now. Just wanted to see what ingredients were going into the pickles. If my voice is fading, since I'm near the fan, let me know and I will talk louder. Okay. Apple is sweeter, so the white vinegar is stronger. And it gives you a much sharper taste. Apple would work too. It will change the flavor, but it would work too. And apple is costlier for me. White is cheaper. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna boil this. I'll put a lid on top. Get ready to put this in here, and same with the lid. And yeah, I don't know what this part of the mason jar lid is called. Like, I don't know. There has to be a name for this disc. Yeah. Okay. And we'll get and this will be for the brine, okay? Vinegar with pulled pork is really good. If you like vinegar with pulled pork, you can try a really popular recipe in the Philippines called adobo pork. And the major ingredients in adobo pork is soy sauce and vinegar. Pretty much those are the main ingredients. There's other things you add to it, like you can add like chili and stuff, but there's a strong vinegar taste to it. Oh. I don't know where that came from. I think it's still the chili fumes. Oh. And you can make, and my voice has changed. You can make adobo pork in the slow cooker. All right, and so salt, sugar, allspice, and vinegar. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I'm going to measure 1 cup of vinegar. Okay. Oops. Yeah, and the chilies are actually sealed in the bullet. They're not even exposed. So I'm just measuring out a cup of vinegar. You might not be able to see me. I think I'm off screen doing this. Okay, that goes right in. Alright. We might need more brine, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. Okay, and we just need to add 2 teaspoons of sugar. Okay. Oh, I don't have any sour cream, but I have yogurt. So, yeah, maybe I'll bring that out once we're pouring the oil over the chili. Yeah, okay. It's actually not, I might move the chili oil off screen to another burner. This warming burner isn't very effective. Okay. All right. So 2 teaspoons of sugar. And we're just going to bring the vinegar to a rolling boil. That's it. 2 teaspoons, 1. I guess if you use apple vinegar or apple cider vinegar, you might reduce the sugar that you add. It's not a big deal. A lot of people make pickles without following a recipe. It's perfectly fine to just sort of add the main ingredients for pickling. And you can sort of play around with the seasoning. Okay, and 1 teaspoon of salt. This is pink salt, but you can use any salt. And I'm going to get a tablespoon of allspice. There's French labeling on this, and the French actually says piment de Jamaique. Jamaique. So that's Jamaica. So it is a major spice used in Jamaican cuisine. Any milky thing will help. Okay. Well, the cough is gone, but I'm actually worried. Once I pour the hot oil over the chili, how I'm gonna react to that. All right. So 1 tablespoon. I'm just gonna do 2.5 teaspoons because my spoons don't really fit in here. So. Well, okay, I'll use this. I'll just pour it on. Woo! I spilled a bunch, okay? Just put in. Yes. The rest will go back in. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is boiling. Turn it down a bit and okay. This is not a proper grabber, but it'll do for now. And we're going to boil it to sterilize it. For around 5-7 minutes. Okay, we'll just keep that up. Okay, I'll do partially closed, okay? And I'll stir, grab a handy chopstick and stir this. Bring that up to a boil, okay? And I'll get some paper towel ready to dry that jar for we're going to dry the jar once it's ready and add our vegetables to it. Okay. That's good. Yeah, it's good to, the sour cream or any dairy product goes really well with spicy foods. I know that in Indian cuisine, often the curry is served with yogurt. So yeah, it really helps a lot to neutralize it. It's also nice and cool as well, especially when it comes straight out of the fridge. It's really nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn the jar around. I probably don't have to dry the inside of the jar, just the outside for handling. There's actually no water in this pickle recipe, but often when your vegetables aren't covered by the brine, the rule is to add water so that you can immerse all the vegetables. As long as it's not too much water and you're diluting the vinegar. I think we're good with the brine. Yeah, but I'll just let it continue heating. So this is the base oil for the chili oil. There's no chili peppers in there yet. Just the star anise, ginger, garlic, cardamom, bay leaf, and cinnamon. Yes, you can actually have bread and chili plain. So often in some fine dining restaurants, they'll serve you bread and there'll be like some oils to dip it in. Yeah. And chili oil could be one of them. Usually it's chili and balsamic vinegar. So I think we're good. I'm not going to worry too much about this jar. I think we've killed off the germs or whatever. Just leave that there. Okay. Okay, great. Now we'll take this out. I'm a bit nervous though. I think I'm going to start coughing once the oil is poured over the chili paste, so I have to be really careful with this. All right. I can get a mitten. Get a mitten. Okay. Maybe towel as well. Hey, SP Freely. Belated Happy New Year. How was your New Year? So this is our first stream in 2018. Okay. I got some like water inside here, so it's hot in the thumb. Hot, hot, hot. Woo, hot. Okay, I'm gonna change the glove. Hot, hot, hot. I can smell that vinegar now. There's going to be a lot of aromas. There's going to be vinegar aroma and chili aroma. I turned the fan to low now. Yeah. All right. All right. I'm gonna put this to the side. I'm gonna use this hot water for washing dishes later. I actually have a lasagna tray here. No, a pasta tray here from leftovers, and it was soaking overnight, so I'll add it to that. Great. And I'm gonna make wontons in here, I think, momentarily. All right, so we have our jar here. So it's really hot from being sterilized. Oh, it was enough. Oh well, I already took it away. I'm not too worried. Yeah, I'm not making a large batch, but yeah, there was a rolling boil and then I turned it down. I didn't keep it at a rolling boil but I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go with it and trust that the simmering killed off a lot of stuff. We are canning Scotch bonnets. Scotch bonnets, onions, and chayote. Yes, okay, so let's get a fresh pair of chopsticks. Oh, you can't see a lot. Okay, let me do that. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put them right in. Guess I have to do a good mix of different ingredients. So got onions, chayote, Scotch bonnet. I'll just sort of stuff them all in there and overlap the pieces with some of that chili pepper. I can actually roll a piece of paper and do a makeshift funnel and just like stuff everything in there, but that's all right. Oh, pickles are nice. They're always delightful to add to any dish. I think people are drawn to the sharp taste of the acidity from pickles. It's really nice. And these pickles will turn out really, really spicy. There are 3 Scotch bonnets in this small jar. I made a bigger jar before with 4 Scotch bonnets, and it was really spicy. And the recipe called for a vegetable called chayote, which I've never tried before, but it's readily available in the Asian supermarkets near where I live. I'm actually surrounded by primarily Asian supermarkets where I live. And yeah, I'm in a very, very ethnic community here. Lots of East Asian and South Asian where I live. So strong Indian community, strong Asian community. Yeah. But we're quite multicultural in the Greater Toronto area. Oops. Tomatoes. So I've never had pickled tomatoes. So to me, pickled tomatoes are kind of like tomato sauce. Tomato sauce is a form of pickled tomato. A lot of people buy barrels of tomatoes in the fall and can them, and they make a tomato sauce, and they do something similar to what I'm doing. I've never done it before, so I don't know exactly how the sauce is preserved, but that's you could do it. Actually, I'll show you a can of tomatoes. So these are whole plum tomatoes, and people do preserve them in jars themselves. You can do the same thing, but I've never tried it before. But you can do it. And yeah, I haven't tried like acidic pickled tomatoes. Like I haven't tried like vinegary tomatoes before, but I think it would work because ketchup is made with vinegar and sugar. So I think it would go. I think the combination of tomato and acidity would go. Okay. It's very common in Russia. Awesome. I would imagine it being really good though, because yeah, ketchup is like it's got vinegar in it. Okay, and I'm just gonna, so I've stuffed it full, and I'm just gonna pour this brine in there. I wonder if I have any left over, I might be tempted to save it and do another jar. Yeah, just, there's a lot of the allspice that's sort of stuck to the side, so we'll just pour it, yeah. Okay, here we go. Ah, don't spill. Oh, hey, we did good. Hey, it's perfect. Oh my, that's perfect. And then the powder is from the allspice berries. I'll get a spatula right here. Get a spatula to get every last drop of allspice flavor. And then I can't put the lid on until it's cooled down. Yeah. Okay, awesome. That was perfect. I'm so glad that worked out. So that was, I don't know I don't know the volume of this jar actually. But as for the vinegar, we used 1 cup of vinegar. All right, okay, so this aside. Now we're gonna do the chili oil. I'm so scared, oh my gosh, because it's really, really spicy and it's gonna make me cough all over. But I'll get the yogurt out just in case. I wonder if I should get something to cover my nose, like do a makeshift mask. So that looks pretty good. Yeah. So I'll put that. I won't seal it, but just put that in the front. And I will taste it too before the stream ends. I'll put that in the front. We have our Caesar out because we were showing how Canadian Caesar cocktails made with anchovy. It's really good though. And it is a beloved drink of international cocktail. Proudly invented in Canada. All right, so okay, we've got our really, really hot oil here. We're gonna have to turn up the fan for this. I'm a little bit nervous. Okay. So is this hot? Yeah, this side was hot. And I kind of spilled some allspice berry powder. Okay. Let's move that here, and we're just going to stay here because it's already messy here. And we're going to get soy sauce. I keep my soy sauce in a sriracha bottle. I just love the spout on the sriracha bottle. I do the same too with my, almost had an accident there, olive oil too, sriracha bottle. Yeah. Reuse, reduce, recycle. Okay. And, okay. We're going to get our chili oil jar. I didn't even bother washing it. We had the same chili oil in there. We finished it. I'm just going to reuse it. Okay. Keep building flavor on top of flavor. I'm going to wipe this. It's sort of, well, so not everyone makes good chili oil. It depends. Yeah. So, like, there are lots of recipes out there. Some of them, I know my parents, they don't follow a recipe. They just pretty much use garlic, ginger, and chili flakes and pour oil on top, and that's it. They don't really add other herbs like star anise and cinnamon like we did. So, oh, I forgot something. Oh no. I'll do this quickly. I forgot coriander, so I'll do it quickly. Oh no, it's been simmering for over an hour. I can't even open this. Well, I have another coriander. I'll add it quickly because I don't want to spoil the flavor. Or I'll put it right into the jar and, yeah. When it cools down, it will continue infusing the flavor. I can't open this. It's sealed so tight. This is a Starbucks bottle. My husband decided to collect these, but I don't know, I haven't really been using them. So we've got some more coriander. So I'm supposed to add 3 teaspoons of that. So let me do that quickly. Yeah, and oops, so 1, 2, okay, all right. So I don't know how this is going to work. You can hear the fizzing, or maybe you can't hear it, but there's some fizzing going on. All right. Maybe what I'll do is I'll boil dumplings while we're just quickly infusing the coriander. So I'll boil dumplings in this pot. Okay, so I'll get some water. Turn on. Any more? I think we're out, so I'll boil a fresh pot of water. Oh, we've got some in thermos. All right. I like the chili paste. It's actually sometimes it's less spicy than the chili oil because the oil has absorbed all the heat from the actual chili. Okay, so I'm gonna get some frozen wontons from the freezer. Frozen wontons from the freezer. This is, we usually buy our wontons because we have found that there are lots of suppliers in our area that make really, really good wontons, and they're hand wrapped. Often these companies, so this is called, the brand is called Unique Wonton. They're a brand in our area, and they often go to different grocery stores and have cooking demonstrations and serve samples, and their quality is really, really good. Yeah, we find that it tastes all pretty much like restaurant and fresh wonton when cooked. So yeah, we just buy them. They always have discounts, and we really like them. So I've added coriander seeds to it, and wow, we've got lots of coloring going on here. So that'll be nice when we strain that into our jar. Yeah, I'm actually going to clean up a strainer that I have. I have this little strainer here. Yeah, so it was dirty because I used it to strain tamarind shells earlier to make my drink this morning. I'm just gonna wipe it. Some tissue. I should get it dry because it's going to be used to strain oil. Yeah. Okay. It comes in, yeah, the wontons come in a styrofoam pack. Yeah. Yeah. So once that boils, it goes in there, and I just follow directions. So for these dumplings, we add some chili oil and some black vinegar. If you don't have black vinegar, you can actually use balsamic vinegar and some apple cider vinegar. It's just a sweeter vinegar. I'm smelling it right now, and it's quite sweet. Or just add sugar. Just use whatever vinegar you have and add sugar to it. And add your chili oil, and that's it. Okay, so we have a rolling boil here. Let's put this entire pack of dumplings in. And I'm using a pair of Chinese kitchen shears, and you can actually sharpen these scissors with a sharpening stone, so they're quite good. I quite like using scissors in the kitchen, even for cutting food up. Okay. I can tell you that the oil smells really, really good. And once we pour it over the chili powder, I'm not going to be able to smell anymore. My nose is going to, I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see how that goes. The rolling boil stopped. I'll just cover it until we get it again. Yeah, I should get my colander ready. That. Do this, get my colander ready for that. And okay, so are we gonna do it? Yes, so let's get our chili oil. Move this a bit. We can move this up a bit. Okay. So we're supposed to add soy sauce to the mix. Okay. So soy sauce. I actually don't know how much to add. How much do we add? Okay. I'm going to quickly check my... I think it's probably a couple tablespoons. Okay. Look it up clearly. I think it's 2 tablespoons will do the trick for this jar size. Yeah. Let me look it up. Recipes. Szechuan chili oil. And these dumplings boil for, they don't boil long, pretty much when they float they're done. They will boil for, I'm reading the instructions, 4 to 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, 5 minutes, and let them float, and once they float, leave them there for a couple minutes. So we're all right. Okay. I'm quickly looking at how much soy sauce. I think 2 tablespoons is enough. This pretty much depends on how salty you want it. All right, so I'm just going to go with that. 2 tablespoons. That's actually on the high side, I might. Okay. Just go with it. A little bit less than 2 tablespoons. Okay. I just pulled up another good recipe for this oil, so I'll remember it for next time. Okay. Then we're gonna add our chili. And I see that there's some chat activity, so let me go back to chat. Oh, my cell phone's stuck. Hey, Winston, how's it going? The other Winston, he's sleeping. Happy New Year to you. And we were talking about the name Winston earlier. Some people thought that Winston might have been named after the character in Overwatch, but Winston's named after the famous Prime Minister of Canada, Winston Churchill. All right, so let's take it back to chat. Okay, so we've got a combination of the 7 tablespoons of dried red chilies and 2 teaspoons of Szechuan peppercorn. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna put this in to the jar. Okay. So like, even though I use this for chili oil, I don't mind using this again. I can just wash it and use it for something else. That's all right. My husband actually, he didn't want to, he bought another one of these because he thought it was getting too chilly, but it actually goes away. It's not permanent. I'll have a wooden chopstick handy. Okay, now we're going back to the dumplings. All right. And give them a stir. They're fragile because the wonton wrappers are really, really soft. Okay. I'll give it another minute and then I'll strain them. Okay. I'll even put a timer on for 2 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay. We're gonna strain this. I'm gonna have to turn the fan on high. Get my strainer out. Let's strain this and pour oil. Ooh, okay. I'm wondering, I think I should probably get some sort of a towel to cover my nose. Okay, I know. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a winter scarf and just cover my like nose and everything. So I'm wrapping myself up here. Because the chili's going to really impact me. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn the fan on high when I do this. Well, wait. I'm going to stall and I'm going to take out the dumplings. So I didn't make these dumplings. I just bought them. But we made the chili oil and the pickles. I'm going to grab our spider. Okay. Yummy. All right. We have quite the mess back here. And you can see myself, but you can see so much. Okay. A little nervous. We're going to switch the fan to high. We can actually move this over here. Okay. Should I use a ladle? Maybe I should. Just stalling. Let me do that. Yeah, that might be better. And you can see that the chili is fizzing. All right. I'm still here. Okay, get your glove on because this is going to be hot. Chili oil will be hot. Okay. That's right. Those flavors just are there to infuse the oil. I'm actually not coughing, so that's pretty good. Because the chili was making me cough earlier, that's why. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was worried because I was coughing before. The chili made me chilly. Okay. Should I try some? It might be too early because it's got to blend. It's flavorful. I can taste the garlic. Woo! Woo! It's good. I can taste the garlic. I can definitely smell the aromas of, I'm trying to think, some star anise. Of the saltiness from the soy sauce. It's really, really good. Whoa. Even just by licking a little bit, I'm like feeling the heat. Okay. And we're going to make the sauce for the dumplings. So we've got these pickles cooling down. We've got this chili oil pickle. Now that's still really, really hot. Got our dumplings. Okay. Our black vinegar. Ooh, hot. I shouldn't touch that. I should be careful. Okay. All right. So we can start plating. I can take the scarf off now. All right. All right. I got over my fear of what will happen once I pour the oil over the chili. In the past, we've made larger batches of this chili oil, and that could have been why like the entire room was filled with those toxins and fumes. We had to open all the doors, the windows. Here we just made 1.5 cups of chili oil. So I think that if we were to follow the recipe, it would be 6 cups of oil. So it would be, yeah, it would be, how's my math? It'd be like 4 of these jars. Yeah, and 4 times the amount of chili and just a lot of coughing going on. So yeah, it's good. So we're actually getting more of a a brownish red color rather than a red color. Yeah, but it's definitely very, very chilly. Okay, as in spicy chili, not cold chili. Oh, so it's really warm in Jakarta. So we're the opposite. We're like minus 33. Okay, it's starting to like. I'll have to like put it over there and like fan it. The chili. Oh, you can't see it then. Okay, there. The pickles. Okay. And it's really late for you in Indonesia. It's I think it's 1 a.m. Monday already. Hey Zortex, how's it going? You're just in time for our plating. Yeah, so we made a couple of chili items today. Now we're actually going to test it out with our wonton. So let me get our cake plate out. This is our signature cake plate. And I'll get a little bowl of some sort. I like to use clear. I like to use clear so you can see through it. All right. So we're only sampling wonton today, but with chili oil and Scotch Bonnet Pickle. Okay. First time I got wasabi powder in my life, it was 2 kilograms of it, and I added hot water in it. Everyone in the cafe kitchen was happy. Everyone got some. Yeah, 2 kilograms is a lot. How does wasabi, does it release any toxins or fumes the way chili oil does? Yeah, I don't think it has that same effect. It's more, affects your sinuses, whereas the Szechuan Peppercorn, it numbs your tongue. It's really good. Okay, so I've got like chopsticks everywhere. Oh, I already took one out. Okay. So I'm going to first get some of this Chinese black vinegar. But if you don't have it, you can use balsamic vinegar and apple vinegar. It's a sweet vinegar. Yeah, it's quite sweet. And it has a deep scent. It's almost like it's got molasses in it. It's like a richer, sugary, with sweet fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna just put, I don't know, approximately a tablespoon. I like the taste of vinegar. Yeah. Mr. Cookbook not so, but he doesn't mind it when it's made. Okay, so we're actually gonna put chili oil in it. It's still hot. Still really hot. Okay. I'm gonna get some of the flakes there. I don't know how much to use. It's really, really spicy. I think we'll go with this is approximately a teaspoon. That's gonna be hot. I know it already. It's gonna be hot. I'll just put that right in. Okay. And I'm not going to put that back in there. I don't think I'll get more. It's really, really spicy. I know it. Okay. Nobody escaped. It releases a lot. Oh! How many people were Oh boy. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that wasabi had that effect because it's, yeah, I didn't know. Because it's, I don't know if it, when I touch wasabi, it doesn't burn the way chili does, but I guess it has its own way of burning. Wow. 2 kilograms, that's a lot. Because often in the supermarket, you can get thin tubes, like almost like those travel-sized toothpaste amounts of wasabi. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stick that right in here. Like I can wipe the extras with. Okay, I shouldn't show this in the camera, it's not so nice. I should move it to the side. Well, so were you able to use it afterwards? Okay, and I'm just going to pick up a few dumplings, as much as I could. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take some coriander out and chop it up just to garnish on top. Green onions would be nice. I haven't been buying green onions because they're quite, yeah, we'll just keep it simple. 3 of them. Yeah. Green onions are quite pricey in the winter, so I've just been using white onion and red onion. Okay. Okay. Some recipes might say to add some chicken stock to this, some sugar, but I think vinegar and the chili will do. So here it is. Okay, now I'm going to add a bit of coriander or cilantro. We actually got this yesterday. So the way I store it is I take the rubber band off. Usually they come in bunches with a rubber band. And I put them in water. And then I put it in the fridge. And it lasts longer that way. If you don't put in water, it just starts dying like quickly. So this helps keep it more perky. Like the water will seep up the stems and yeah, so that's what I do. So I'm just going to just pluck a leaf off of it. I didn't even wash it, I guess. For presentation, we'll take a picture of that. Okay. And I'll get a little side plate for the pickles. 10 people. I was new to cooking back then, and they wanted to joke on me and told me, ah! So it was that's funny. Well, they told you to do it, and they had to suffer as well with everyone. That's so silly, though. Okay. And we're going to add pickle. I keep getting new chopsticks out. Okay. Yeah, these dumplings are good. Didn't make them, I bought them. Alright. We're going to get a bit of each thing. A bit of onion, a bit of chayote, even a bit of Scotch Bonnet too. I'll pick out a red one. It's going to be hot, so this is a hot dish. A hot snack dish. For lunch, we're going to have leftover pad thai from yesterday. Yeah. I'm going to cook some green vegetables to go with it, and yeah, and we're going to have these dumplings, obviously. Yeah. Okay, some onion, onion, and some the chayote. So I've never had chayote before, but when I was eating it raw, it was very nice, the taste. Yeah. Get a couple pieces of chayote, and I'll give you a close-up view so you can see it. And I'll show you the actual vegetable if you tuned in a bit later in the stream. No problem. I have to get another red one. The red is so important, and I can smell it. I can smell the spicy pickle too, because I'm like moving, I'm like stirring it around, so the flavors are getting released. When you stir it, it tends to, yeah, the aromas come right out. They pop right out. Okay. I know it's gonna be so hot. Oh, it's gonna be so spicy. Okay, so I'll move these aside. I'm gonna let you get a close-up view, and then we'll take a picture. You'll be in it. Okay, so here are the dumplings. There. And then close-up for texture. So that's got chili oil, the black Chinese vinegar, which you can substitute with balsamic or any sweet vinegar, or you can just add sugar, to your regular vinegar that you use. Then our pickles. They don't really look like much on the plate. I guess I could steal a leaf there. Steal, that looks a bit better. We've got chayote, onions, and Scotch bonnet. And the brine was made with vinegar, salt, sugar, and allspice. Okay. But I have seen these pickles without allspice before, with just a clear white brine. And this is the vegetable I referred to, called the chayote. Yeah, I made these pickles before without chayote, but they were quite easy to find in the Asian supermarket, so the recipe asked for it, so I thought I'd give it a try. I wonder what variety of things that pickle juice can be used for. Soups is a way to go. So for the solyanka soup, we added pickle juice to it. This is a spicy pickle juice. Hello there, Thea Loyola. Welcome to Cook for Fun TV, and thank you so much for following our channel. And let us know what country you're tuning in from. Yep, so we made a Szechuan, which is the province that the panda bears are from. Chili oil. It's got Szechuan Peppercorns to it, which numb your tongue, in addition to just regular red chilies and a bunch of herbs and spices: star anise, cinnamon, coriander, ginger, garlic, cardamom. And then these pickles are for our Jamaican, using Scotch bonnets, really spicy peppers, onion, and chayote, this vegetable chayote. Yeah. And there's a couple slices of ginger in there too, and there's allspice berries. So yeah, so we're using that. Okay, so we're gonna take our picture. You're gonna be in the picture, so at the count of 3, everyone say chili! Chili! Okay. Oh, tom yum! Yeah! Oh, that is so good. Such a good idea. If you're not familiar, tom yum is a Thai or Southeast Asian soup. It's like a hot, and it's like a spicy and sour soup, and it is made with vinegar and chili oil, or chilies. I wouldn't say oil, and I think that would go fabulous. In Southeast Asia, they don't. I don't think they don't have access to Scotch bonnets, or they don't use it, but I think it's the same idea. Yeah, I'm totally going to do that. That's a great idea. And I love the idea of not wasting the brine, because a lot of, it's not common to use pickling juice in recipes, except for very certain recipes. So not everyone knows that you can actually reuse the brine. You can actually reuse the brine to make pickles again. If I were to do that, since the vegetables contain liquid, I would boil down the brine and get the liquid, a lot of liquid to evaporate, so that you maintain the correct acidity level. Because once you add your vegetables to it, you have diluted the brine, like the liquids come out and it's not as strong anymore, and you need that to preserve your vegetables. So you can reuse your brine again. So that's one thing. Make your pickles again. The other thing is, so certain soup recipes. So for dill pickles, you can use that brine for a Russian soup called solyanka, Solyanka, but that's just the anglicized spelling of it. It's a Russian word. And That's a very, very popular soup. You can use it in certain cocktails. So this drink that I showed you, this Canadian drink called Caesar, is made with tomato juice and clam broth and vodka. And some bartenders, they add pickle juice to it. You can do that. So you can probably add this pickle juice to it, make it spicy, because this is an extra spicy version of the Caesar. So you can add that to it. And some people say, I don't know, I've heard that there is pickle juice soda out there. You can just drink it. That's supposed to be really healthy, but yeah, so before you throw out your pickle juice, see if you can use it for something and not waste it. Yeah. It does look like pear. Yeah. And I was thinking that the smell is kind of like avocado smell, but obviously it's not mushy and soft like an avocado. It's kind of like cucumber, kind of like cucumber, but with the avocado smell to it. Yeah. All right, so we're going to give it a try. I'm going to give our pickle a try since we made that first. Okay, well, good luck on your exam tomorrow. Yeah, it's so late for you in Indonesia. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Yeah, and let me know if you have any cooking requests. It's been a while since we made Indonesian food. Yeah. All right. Okay. Great. Well, we have quite a lot of new viewers and followers today. Well, that's a great start to the new year. Okay, I'm going to try the chayote. I'm a little worried. I know this is going to be spicy. The chayote. Yeah. The chayote. Okay. Wait a minute. I forgot the picture. Okay. I was talking and I forgot the picture. Okay. So on the count of 3, everyone say chili. Okay? And you're in the picture too because we can see you in the... We can see the Streamlab chatbot. Okay. All right. So on the count of 3, everyone say chili. 1, 2, 3, chili. Okay, and one more time. I'll move it this way. On the count of 3, everyone say chili. Chili. Great. Thank you. And for the call out. And I'm going to do close-up pictures before I dig in. Oh, what was that for? Okay. I'll just do another one. Actually, that turned out pretty good. Whatever I did. Oh. I got an error. Okay, I'll do it again. Hello, Raptor Kai, another fellow Canadian from a town just west of Ottawa. It's still a mystery what town that is. I was asking my husband, who lived in Ottawa for 12 years, can you name a town west of Ottawa that has somewhat of a Japanese and Lebanese population? As one of our viewers from there, and he's like, there's so many towns. All right, we got our close-up. Okay, so we're gonna dig into our chayote. Okay. You made some hamburger helper with some Thai chilies and sriracha. Wow, it sounds really, really spicy. Thai chilies are pretty spicy. Yesterday I made a big wok. I'll show you the wok. It's huge. This was like all full, okay? Like, not like a mountain, but like pretty much all full of pad Thai noodles we just used 2 Thai chilies and that was perfect. It wasn't too spicy, it was just like enough that you could still taste the other flavors and spices used in the Thai chili, pad Thai sauce. Where like if we were to put a third one, it would be like, we need like water every bite. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna try, and I didn't need to get my yogurt out. Okay, so this is our chayote. Okay. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah. Oh! That sharp white vinegar taste, and then So the first thing you taste of the vinegar is just really sharp, and then you bite down, and like the flavors go down your throat, and then boom, the Scotch bonnets. But I'm glad I stuck to 3 Scotch bonnets, or no, I did 2. I'm glad I reduced it because it's already spicy. I don't need more spice than that. It's already really spicy. I can still eat it, which is good. And I think with time, it's going to absorb more spices. I think all the chilies are going to sort of fall to the bottom, and like with time, it's going to get even spicier. I think that because the vinegar is a liquid, the vegetables will absorb the liquid first, but it'll take time for the chili flavor to infuse. I'm going to try a couple pieces of the onion. Yeah, but I like it. So I do like white vinegar because I like that sharp, really strong taste. I think it goes well with the Scotch bonnet. Oh, thanks for the follow, Jacques Fruit. Jacques Fruit. So JACK fruit is an actual fruit common in Southeast Asia, and I haven't had it often, but every now and then I see pictures and recipes for desserts that contain jackfruit, so you've got to check it out. I'm loving the food usernames in this channel. Okay, so onion. Yeah. So it's good. I like that I reduced the chili. It's spicy once it goes down your throat, and I'm getting warm. My face is getting warm from the chili. I think I can turn off that fan. Okay. Ooh, it's good. I think because I don't want to be suffering at each bite. And you saw me. I just took a little piece, like a little piece. It's for comparison, like my thumb. And it's enough. So it's not like I can eat like scoops and scoops of them. It's good to just have a little piece, and it's spicy. It's nice. It doesn't kill me. Okay. I like it. Woo. Okay. This is crazy. I'm going to do this. This is the actual pepper. So we have 2 entire Scotch bonnet peppers flavoring this entire jar. The Scotch bonnet peppers are only this big. There's only 2 of this in this whole jar, and it's spicy. So now I'm going to take a piece. This is going to be deadly for me. I'll just take a bite. I don't think I can do the whole piece. I'll take a smaller piece. I just put it there because the color is really pretty. It's spicy. Yeah. And I just took a little bite. It's good. Yeah. And there's no seeds in that piece. So. Okay. It dropped. Okay. Oh, it's good. I'm going to enjoy that. It's good with rice, hamburger. It's just a little bit. This is actually probably a lot in one meal. I think half of that portion, it's good for one meal, like with whatever you're eating. Okay, it's chili oil. Chili oil, black vinegar, 1 ton time. Okay, so let's. Okay, so yeah, I think this is normally red. My chili oil turned out a bit on the brownish side. I think we used a lot of chili seeds and not a lot of the red parts of the chili. Also, some of those herbs that were being simmered in the oil turned brown from being cooked in oil that long. Okay, I'm going to grab a spoon to just help me out. And get this pretty Asian spoon, soup spoon. All right, so oh, and let us know what country you're tuning in from, Jacques Fruit. Yes, yeah, you can see that we've got some international representation here. Yeah, yeah. We had a few
people unactive earlier, but just when I look straight into the chat room right now, I see Russia, Colonel Guga, Raptor, Ottawa, Wizzo. I think U.S. Yeah, yeah, and Nunes Benjamin, Texas. Okay, I went for sushi Wednesday, and it was all you can eat. So I ordered some seafood udon, but they never made it for me. I still enjoyed the sushi. I had pad thai last night. It was a bomb. I had, oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared of buffets now. I went to one, no, like, because they're so good and because I keep eating so much that I can't move. So I went to sushi buffet about a week before Christmas Eve, and I just ate so much. I had to loosen my waistline and cover it with my shirt. It was just so painful, like just, and I knew I was full, but I just kept eating. Like, it just hurt. Like that's how much I ate. But everything that we ordered was yummy. It was so good, and we couldn't help ourselves. We were just like, oh, I want more of that. Or like more. Yeah. And we're still recovering from the holidays. So you can tell we didn't really cook much food today. It was mainly chili oil, which is a sauce, and pickles, like as an appetizer. We're still working on trays of leftovers. We've got lots of leftover ham. Like, I'll show you. I don't know if I can show you. Like, from my parents, like my mother-in-law's place, we brought home 4 of these trays full of food. We have one with pasta and chicken, one with turkey, stuffing, and mashed potato, one with ham, like all ham, and one with, no, 5, one with dessert called whoopie pies. They're these like banana bread cakes, kind of, and then there's cream in between them, like, and they're cut into those circle shapes. And then another one with pastries, with minced beef pies and like little mini minced beef pies and sausage rolls. 5 of these trays. And 2 days after we came back from my parents-in-law place, I had a party here. I had a holiday lunch with some friends, and so we cooked shepherd's pie and some noodles, and we still have more of those leftovers. We have a tray of shepherd's pie. They're in the garage because our garage is like a free freezer right now. It's super, super cold. And we're talking about 2 weeks ago, so we have to eat all this food, so that's why we kept it. Okay, we're not going to cook more, like, food. We're going to work on the leftovers, except for these dumplings are no problem. They're just, just a couple bites and they're done. But we're not going to do big portions. So that's why we had a request from a Portuguese viewer for these pastries. I know if I make them, I'm going to make a whole tray of them, and we're still working on other trays, so we'll just... we'll do it, but we're just going to pace ourselves and do light things in between. Food baby belly happens every time food is involved. The thing about Asian food is that they will fill you up fast, but a couple hours later you're hungry again. That's true, because a lot of Asian foods are not heavy in protein. So they're heavy in carbs, so there's a lot of vegetable, and it's really like a protein and carbs that fill you up. So when I was growing up in high school, I would eat 3 bowls of rice, like the size of, maybe a bit bigger than these, because I'd be hungry. I was a growing teenager. Yeah. And like there'd be these people around me. They're like, "Oh, they just have 1 bowl of rice." I'm like, I need 3 times what you eat in order to fill up. Now I don't do 3 bowls. I think, I'm past that growth period, and I do 2 bowls of rice or 1.5 bowls, and try to eat more vegetable and stuff. But yeah, if you're not eating rice or meat, or not rice, like carbs and meat, it's hard to be full. So that ketone diet that my husband's on, I know you're new to this stream. I often talk about how my husband's on a ketone diet. Like, I'm always making lots of eggs for him because he can't eat carbs. He eats protein. We have meat, but like, how much meat can we get? It's and it's because if we make a whole skillet or stove, a pan of like chicken legs, we have to save some for his lunch the next day, and then like, we can't have that all for dinner. So I have to make other things too to fill him up. Yeah. So that could be why it's not really protein heavy. The Asian fast food. I only had one sushi place nearby, and it has never. Oh. Well, yeah. Every country's different. Every country has its own specialties. They'll probably have other all-you-can-eat places, but if you ever come to Markham, the area where I live, there's a lot of sushi buffets. It's kind of like the sushi buffet area of Canada. Yeah. So, I don't go crazy over it because I just eat too much. Yeah. Do Scotch bonnets mellow out when you pickle them? So these were freshly pickled. I would say somewhat because there's actually no water added to this. The brine is, the recipe for the brine is 1 cup of vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of allspice berry. And I think that 1 cup of vinegar, it really drowned out the 2 Scotch bonnets. They're definitely really, really spicy, but like white vinegar that's not diluted is really acidic. So, yes. But it's still really spicy because these entire 2 Scotch bonnets can heat up this small jar of pickle. Like jalapenos would never do that. Jalapenos, you can eat them straight. Like they're not that strong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I haven't even tried my wonton yet. Okay, we got no access to fresh ocean fish being so far from big water. Yeah, so a lot of our fish, is also imported. Luckily, we do get some fresh fish. We have the fishmonger has some fish swimming in the tank, and we can point to the fish we want and just order it or just buy it at the supermarket. It's pretty easy, but we still have a lot of stuff that's frozen too. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to adapt to even with globalization, we still have to adapt and eat the things that are local to our area. Yeah. Hence, we have to embrace snow here because it's very snowy. As you can understand, Colonel Guga from Russia. Soon car will be kept outside as garage will be full of food. True. Happy day and afternoon. All right. Oh, that's right. You your work is you do shift work, so yeah, or you work on Sundays, so. All right. Okay. Well, enjoy your day, Luco Rivers. Thanks for tuning in again. One day we'll try making zucchini relish because I know that's a pickle that you like. All you can eat bike bar with meat, eggs, dish, and meat. You did tell me about the bike bar. Interesting. Yeah. Where the theme is like bikes and vintagey bike memorabilia. Meat, egg dishes, and beer. All you can drink beer. There you go. All right. Okay. I'm going to listen to Colonel Guga. I'm going to eat this. And then I can describe the taste of the chili oil. Although I tainted it with the vinegar. Okay. So,
Oh yeah, okay. I had to wait before the chili kicked in because I think I drowned it out with the black vinegar. I added 2 tablespoons of black vinegar, which is kind of a lot, and I only added a teaspoon of the chili, but it's good. It's definitely fragranty, and I love this that this recipe calls for all those other herbs to go into the oil because I taste that and I smell that. It's so nice. So it's I really like it, but I did affect the chili oil. But what I could do is, so this spoon, it's got a lot of chili residue on it. I'm gonna change spoons, and then I'm gonna like get more of that chili on it, and it'll be spicy. Mm. It wasn't that spicy. I wonder if it's because it hasn't settled long enough. My husband, though, because he thinks it's the chili. Yeah, he thinks it's the chili because this batch and the last batch were not as spicy, but the fragrance is really nice. It's a very, very tasty chili oil. It is spicy. I was expecting it to be spicier. Maybe it will be spicier. I just have to give it some time to blend. Yeah, it's definitely spicy. Because when I licked it off here, it was spicy. Yeah, it takes a while to hit too. Yeah, it's spicy. Yeah, it is spicy. So, but it's not like right away spicy. I think it's good though. Yeah, because I did use 7 tablespoons of chili and ground them to open up the surface area. So I think it must be. So these chilies, they're not whole chilies. I'll show you the pieces. They're like chili threads, but it's good. It has a nice undertone. I can eat a lot of it, which is good. Like they've already been cut up. So I don't know if that is why. Like they're not whole pieces, so yeah. But it's good. I'll give it more time, and I'll let you know over Twitter if the flavor has strengthened later on. Okay, let's have another wonton, and then we'll just I'll finish my drink. So it's not so spicy that I need a drink. Where'd my drink go? Okay. Well, a lot of the sauce is also at the bottom of the bowl. Okay. Ooh, here's a Scotch Bonnet. Okay. And they're cold too. The wontons are cold. We'll have to microwave them. Yep. I went to, okay. Snow. Remember, don't eat the yellow snow. It's not funny. I went to a supermarket in Nova Scotia and I saw some fish so fresh that it still hadn't. So in Toronto, there are lots of swimming fish. Even Walmart has it. So the Walmart in our area, they have an Asian grocery section in there that's leased to a supermarket called Al Premium. And they have actual fishmongers there, and there are fish swimming in a tank. Thanks for the follow, Mookie. Let us know what country you're tuning in from. Yeah, you're in time for just the last bite that we're sampling. We made chili oil with Szechuan Peppercorn and Scotch Bonnet Pickle. I actually haven't tasted the Szechuan Peppercorn. I probably should have added more of that because it's not numbing my tongue. Yeah, but I don't know. I need to get this spicier. It's not as spicy as I want it to be. Yeah. So this is a Chinese black vinegar, but you could substitute with
balsamic and some rice vinegar. It has a sweet taste to it. So it's almost like a brown, almost like molasses, kind of a deep sweet flavor. And it's very malty. Yeah, it's very malty. So imagine molasses added to your apple cider vinegar or balsamic vinegar. And sometimes people add sugar to the seasoning for this. So yeah, so that's what that is. Oh, you live in Nova Scotia. Awesome. Have I been there? Yes. I went to Dalhousie University for a conference a long time ago, and the people are very, very nice. Yeah, I was in Halifax, and I was staying in O'Brien's dorm. That was where we were booked for the conference. And I was walking on the street. I was there early. I put my bags in at the front desk, but I couldn't actually check in. So, Szechuan. Yeah, Szechuan. Szechuan. So, how do you pronounce it? Okay, how do you really pronounce it? Oh, computer science is fun. Great name. My husband would love that name. Yeah, he's a software developer. Yeah. A hardcore one. So the Chinese pronunciation for Szechuan. So, okay, I'm just saying it. Okay, a lot of people call it Szechuan, but in Mandarin Chinese, it's Szechuan. It's Szechuan. In Cantonese Chinese, it's Szechuan. And I don't know, in English, we just read it Szechuan. But it's not an English word, so it should be Sichuan or Sichuan or in Mandarin, because it's that part of China is Mandarin, or at least it's not Cantonese. It's yeah. Superpower Russian language, never butcher Chinese language. Okay. Oh, you were there in May, June. Did you see pandas? Yeah. Oh, sorry, you were in Nova Scotia. Okay, got it. Your girl goes to Dalhousie. Great. Yeah, it's a good university. Really, really good. So my story was I had extra time because it was too early to check into the dorm. I left my bags there. Then I just went walking on the major street. I forgot the name, but I knew it. It's the major street in downtown, and people just said hi, so friendly. It's not like that in the Greater Toronto area. I'm in Markham, which is the city that's just due north of Toronto, and yeah, people try hard not to say hi to each other. Like on the bus, they try hard to keep themselves, and yeah. I'm like that on the bus, but I was just mentioning at the supermarket, I went to buy these chayote vegetables, and I asked another lady who was also buying them, like, how does she cook them? I just asked her. Oh, how do you cook these? And she told me, and she spent the time to explain it. Like, it wasn't like, oh, she wanted to answer my question and be off on her day and just like disappear. Yeah, it's good to talk to people. Yeah. So to give you the answer to her question, she said, so we pickled some of these in here along with onions, but she said just cut them up and stir fry them with garlic, ginger, and add some meat, and it's good. And I ate some of this raw, and it's nice. It's kind of like cucumber, kind of like radish. It smells like avocado, but it's not creamy like avocado. It's pretty neutral, pretty mild, easy. Chayote. You stole my drink. I see it. Yeah, it's just hiding behind the bullet. You have puree sauce. I want to use it with chicken. I don't know what that is. Pire. Is it that Portuguese sauce, piri piri, or that yes. So I don't know. Yeah. There is a spice. I think it's also called piri, but it might be spelled a little different. I think it's Peri, but don't hold me to it. I might be wrong. And my husband cooks chicken with that, or he adds it to his like seasoning when he bakes chicken. Yeah, but don't be afraid to experiment. Yeah. Must be smart. um, it was just one conference. I've never really had to travel somewhere for a conference. It was just one. It was a one-off thing, though. I headed a volunteers group in my school, in my university, and there was a national conference there, and I got to go. So, yeah, Spring Garden. Maybe. That sounds familiar, but it was a while ago. Spring Garden. It's a nice name. No offense, but I feel fortunate to not live in Toronto. So I don't live in Toronto. I live in Markham, and I only go to Toronto if I have to. There's always traffic in Toronto. I actually try not to drive. If I have an appointment or I have to go, I try to keep it between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. That's sort of the time when it's not so busy. Or the weekend. Weekend's busy too, certain places, but at least there's no rush hour on the weekend. Yeah. This is how people smiles on Russian Street. Avocado has a smell. Does it have a smell? It's that aroma, that really mild aroma. I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't want to say this tastes like avocado because avocado is known for its mushiness, its creamy goodness. It's that scent, that light, aromatic avocado scent. Almost like cucumber. Piri piri. Ah, okay, it is. Okay, so yes, so my husband, he uses it to season chicken, and he bakes a chicken or pan fry it. But I haven't explored it too much, to be honest. Yeah, because I think that sauce, the proper way of doing it is to add peanuts, and I have a peanut allergy. I'm among the 1% Canadian with peanut allergies, so like we've altered our seasoning mix because I can't have peanuts. It smells fresh. I guess so. Yes. All right, I'm gonna take this last bite. So I'm drinking tamarind soda. I made pad thai yesterday, and I got tamarind paste from the Indian section of the grocery store, and the paste contains all the hulls and the shells from the nut, I guess, and you have to dilute it in warm water, mix it so that the actual fruit comes loose, and then strain it or just pick out the hulls. And I had a lot of leftover, so I thought that I'd add more hot water again, try to get more of that fruit out, and add some soda water and have a tamarind drink. Tamarind tastes, it's got the texture of raisin. It's very pasty, thick. It's also dark brown, but it's not, but it tastes a bit different. It's sour, it's tart, it's sour and sweet. Yeah. Just imagine sour candy. That's what it tastes like. It's sweet and also sour, but it's also like sticky, like the sugar. So that's what I'm drinking. Tamarind juice with soda with carbonated water. Oh no.
You have a peanut allergy too. You realize you can't eat almond. I could eat almond. I can't have hazelnut. So all of these holiday chocolates that we got, all the Ferrero Rocher, this box of Lindt chocolate, I can't eat them. But we fortunately we got so much chocolate that, you know what? Let me show you. We have so much. We have so much I can't carry it all. There's so much chocolate. There's so much. I said, like, let's not open them all in case, like, I have to give something to someone because, yeah, so I can't eat these, except for the coconut ones and the dark chocolate ones, like the white and the black ones. So they were in the little jar, they were in the little box, and my husband started picking out a little one. I said, you know what, we're not going to finish all this. I'm going to tape this one up, and this could be a gift. And same with this. These are biscuits, and they're not open. This is going to be a gift too. Like, there's just, because I think everything expires before summer. Just a lot of chocolate. I couldn't carry it all, and then, like, yeah. And all of these are hazelnut. These Lindt chocolates, so I can't eat any of this. But my husband could. Yeah. The Blue Yeti microphone is supposed to stand upright. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I actually bent the head of the cord, and I was kind of like self-conscious that, I don't know, I'm gonna bend it again, so that's why I moved it, but I've got it in the right way now, so thanks for that tip. And thanks for tuning in, Oma Jahunk. Yeah, let us know what country you're tuning in from. So no hazelnuts, yeah, I can have hazelnut almonds, but forever I just assumed everything was peanut. I love Score. I don't think I've had Score. I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever eaten. I've never had that before. Yeah, I couldn't carry it all in one. Like, I tried, and yeah, the Quality Street box kept dropping, and then the after eights were dropping. I find ginger to be a little too strong tasting, smelling for me, but for some reason I can stand drinking ginger beer. I love ginger beer. I like ginger. It's strong, but I just like that kick you get. Can you have the pickled ginger that's served with sushi? Because that's quite diluted. The pickling brine sort of neutralizes that gingery spiciness or pungency. Regifting. Yep. Yeah, it's good to give people chocolates because they can regift it or they can eat it. Yeah, or picture frames. No, okay. I used to give meat jerky. Yeah, boxed meat jerky because it's a little different from the usual candy that people get for holidays or for gifts. Yeah. You're from the Netherlands. Okay. Did you already say that? I think we have another viewer here from the Netherlands today too. Yeah. And one of our moderators who isn't on is from the Netherlands, and this person is of Indonesian descent. So we celebrated his birthday, Shire Tone. This was last year, so it's coming up again. And we made nasi kuning, which is the Indonesian yellow rice cooked in coconut milk with like cinnamon, star anise, cloves. Really, really fragrant. Yeah, so yeah, we had that. And then we made Dutch broider, which is a yeast bread cake with the speculoos seasoning. Yeah, so we've also had some Dutch foods that are featured in the show. Damn, I feel so lucky that only my food allergy is lobster. I don't even like them. Ooh, well, it's easy to avoid lobster. It's expensive. It's really expensive. Can you eat shrimp though? Because they are kind of similar. They're different, but they're kind of similar. I think shrimp is sweeter. Yeah, shrimp is sweeter than lobster, and shrimp is definitely easier to get the meat out than lobster, and cheaper too. I'm allergic to shellfish too. Oh no! So you can't go to Peggy's Cove, yeah, which is famous for lobster in Canada. Yeah. Oh, well, Canada makes a lot of really, really good beef, chicken, and pork, or produces a lot. Yeah. We never had the Japanese pickled sushi, pickled ginger. Okay. So I've heard some people saying that they can eat that, but they can't eat ginger straight. So you can give that a try. Yeah, when you go to your sushi buffet again. Okay, we'll see you around, Mookie. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Speculoos spices are great. Are there other dishes or baked goods? I think some German cookies have that too. Yeah. So that's the only time I've ever heard of that spice, is when I did the viewer's request stream and made the Dutch broider. Yeah. But it was very good. So fragrant. The nutmeg, the ginger, the clove, cinnamon. I know there's a lot more. There's 9 spices in there. Yep. The irony. They're not even relatives. Well, I don't know. Yeah, lobster is an insect. Really? You can share a link, yep, if it's related to our chat or food. Yeah, okay. I'd like to get Winston down here to say hello before we sign off. Yeah. So share your link, and I'm going to come back with Winston. So be right back. Hey Winston, where are you? Winston upstairs? Winston? Where's Winston? In the bedroom? Okay. I'm gonna wait for him. Hello, we're back. Our little Wimchie. Winston the Wimchie. All right. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Yeah. When my hands aren't so full. Yeah. Do you like the smell of the spice? Yeah. All right. Well, wanted to wish you all a happy new year again. Wishing 2018 is healthy, happy, and prosperous year for all of you. Thanks for tuning into the first stream of the new year, and I want to thank all of the new followers and viewers and existing viewers for contributing to our chat room. We always love the discussion we have in here. I think I talk way too much. Probably sick of my voice by now. And please keep your requests coming. We do take viewers' requests and we try to feature them soon, as long as we can find the ingredients in our area, and we always send you a whisper when that happens. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will stream again. Our regular time is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone. That's the same as New York on Sundays, and we usually post the day before what we're making. So thanks so much, and keep yourself warm if you're tuning in from a cold place. Yeah. All right. Bye. Happy New Year. Bye. Oh, okay. That's the sandwich you ate. Ah, okay. We'll check it out. Bye. He's cute, isn't he?